chest. You know, this is an important off-season for this team. And this is the third off-season for the Leon Rose regime. And look, so far they've been patient. But this is New York. And Leon Rose was brought in here to acquire a star player. On the established player front, things are looking kind of bleak. You know, Spider Mitchell's in Utah, doesn't seem to have much leverage. Is this the time for Leon Rose to really get aggressive and take a swing at a home run?
In my opinion, yes, because here you are, you know, great year one, and you win 37 games again, you miss the playoffs. To me, I think that you put yourself in hot water if you're Leon Rose in this group. That's why I think the time is now to take a swing.
So where do we stand on the Ivy pursuits? Knicks talking with the Kings, maybe the Pistons?
One thing that I had heard was at one point in those talks, the Knicks had offered a package that included multiple firsts. But I would assume that the conversations with Sacramento, whether it's with the Knicks or other teams, I would assume they continue.
Are any of these guys, between AJ Griffin, Benedict Mathurin, Johnny Davis, Dyson Daniels, would you trade assets to move up and solidify this position to get one of these guys?
Probably not. Because I think the draft is pretty flat after the top 5 guys.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest issue with Sohan, Eason. You know, the way this team is built right now, to me, I'm looking for an igniter. We have 2 below the 3-point line inefficient scorers right now in Julius and RJ. We got to balance it a little bit more. And it's either got to come from the 1 or it's got to come from the 3. Let's get into David's top 10. Number 1, AJ Griffin, the sharpshooter out of Duke. Someone I hope falls to the Knicks at 11.
Well, he's young. He's very young. He was the youngest player on the Duke starting 5 by a couple months, actually. So he was a true freshman through and through, but he has prototypical size for an NBA wing. He's 6'6", 220 pounds, but he has a 7-foot wingspan. And as we were talking about earlier, he's a sharpshooter. He was the guy for Duke as a catch and shoot guy. He's a kid that obviously has a high basketball IQ, great pedigree. His father played in the league for a while. I think that he's a guy that could help the team significantly.
The Knicks will probably go for somebody, as you already pointed out, whether it's AJ Griffin, whether it's Brandon, someone who can play off ball and on ball. And we haven't really seen that from Johnny Davis at Wisconsin. Do you think that would be a difficult transition for him coming to the NBA and saying if he did land on the Knicks?
He didn't have the opportunity to show a lot of pick and roll skill set for the next level, and like that pick and roll ability, he'd have to show that he's going to be able to use both hands and shoot over both shoulders, and you can't post up a guard every single play. We just don't know. So that could be a hindrance where it's like, how well is he going to play?
Hey, Johnny Davis makes it to the Knicks. I'll get stamp it. I'll get a Knicks Johnny Davis jersey that night. He's got the New York mentality, man. Big time player, 37 on Jaden Ivey's head, like that was a big two-way guy.
Come Thursday night, let me set it straight. Come Thursday night, when that man walk out there with that 4 pick with the Sacramento call, and I want him to be saying, "Yo, we have a trade at number 4. That's right. We have a trade with number 4. And the New York Knicks are on the clock. No, we're not on the clock. It won't even take me 4 seconds to give me that boy Ivy straight out of Purdue. If we don't go get this thoroughbred and bring him over here, I'm going to be highly upset. What y'all talking about? This dude is the next Russell Westbrook. We need this dude in Madison Square Garden. 6'5", 6'6", him and RJ in the backcourt. That's how you build your dynamic duel right there. I need this. Leon, stop snoring on me. Wake up.
From the fan perspective, you and I both know that they want clarity, and the in-between is just not going to work. Yes, they invested in the vets, for, to run it back. Didn't work. We do need a plan. This is a star-driven league. And if that target isn't going to be out there, as an established player, I think it would be time to take a swing.
We know differently. And here's David Stern with the announcement.
Pick, select Patrick Ewing. Iman Shumpert from Georgia Tech.
With the 8th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Frank Ntilikina from Strasbourg, France, Kevin Knox from the University of Kentucky, R.J. Barrett from Toronto and Duke University, Obi Toppin from Dayton University, Quentin Grimes from the University of Houston.
All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Thursday night, draft night. We did all our homework, and tonight is the night. It's Christmas for the Knicks fan. We either find out if we get what we wanted or we get a lump of coal. CP the franchise checking in. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Tonight's panel, we got an all-star crew. We got Alex Ratargs for Tradcast in the building. CK2K back in the building. We got KnicksFanTV.com's Jeff Campbell tapping in with us. Special guest, Chris LeBron of the Off Ball Network. And yeah, man, we're going to be with you guys for 3 hours. Live pick reads, live fan reactions, giveaways, the whole nine. So make sure you guys are locked in. All right, fellas. Draft has kicked off, and it's kicked off with a Woj curveball, not a Woj bomb, but a Woj curveball, because he had us all, non-enthused this morning, because he's like, guys, relax. The top three is already done. It's Jabari, it's Chet, it's Paolo. Then they kick off the broadcast, and Woj is like, wait a minute, Paolo's going first. So let's just start with that, man. Paolo Banchero, Chris, I'll start with you. Going to the Orlando Magic, man. How'd you feel about this move?
He's my number one player. Like, he was my number one guy. So, like, obviously we heard a lot of Jabari and some Chet talk, but, Orlando's getting himself a dog. I mean, this guy he has an NBA body from the jump. So, like, the transition isn't going to be that much of a difficult for him. So, but 6'10", 250 pounds. I mean, he just goes by, like you just seeing right now, Chet, like that game against Gonzaga, he was going through Chet and all that, and Chet's an all-world type of defender. So Orlando's getting himself a really, really good player. And then people talk about he may not have upside, man. He got upside, man. He could shoot a little bit, like you said, he's powerful and all that. Like, and I know a lot of defensive concerns, but man, like he has, the sky's the limit for him. And Orlando, I think, like I said, he's my number one player. So like this is a tremendous pick, and the future's bright in Orlando.
Listen, I saw a lot of potential with this kid at Duke. He looked like one of those kids, a lot of the kids that go to Duke, they go to Kentucky, and you just don't really see their full skill sets out on display. They play on the deep roster. They have to play under a certain system. And I see a lot of potential with this kid, man. From the playmaking, can handle the rock, can score inside out. He's a very intriguing prospect, man. Jeff, what's your thoughts on Paolo going to the Magic?
The name of the game is shot creation, and this guy has that in spades. He's an elite shot creator. I'm 100% on board with Chris. This was my number one guy as well. Rebounding, shot creation, and playmaking at his size is just so rare, and something that you have to have, especially from potentially a dominant alpha male scorer that can really carry the scoring load. This is a great pick for the Magic, and there's no way they're going to be looking back on this and having any regrets.
CK, surprised? Were you going Jabari all the way? What do you think?
First of all, I love what Jeff and Chris said, because we were kind of talking about it, how talent wise, it just seemed like he was the better option. But I understand, why people were thinking Chad and Jabari. And personally, I thought Jabari was going to be the number one. But I love this move, man, because the Magic, they just need that playmaker, not playmaker in the sense of like a point guard, but like a guy that can go out there and be a difference maker. The Magic have like all these pieces all over the place. We see the Magic start the season every damn year good, and then they always fizzle out. And I feel like Paulo is just that guy that can help push that team in a good direction. I love this. I'm smiling because it just feels like every year the top three is always like, like it's concrete. We know what's gonna happen. And then that, like you mentioned at the top, that curveball, nobody saw it coming. I like this pick a lot. I like the fit with them. I think that's gonna be fun. It's pretty cool. Excited to see him in Summer League for sure.
Yeah, Al, jump in, man.
Yeah, I was just looking at who the centers were for the Orlando Magic. You had Robin Lopez, Wendell Carter Jr. You had Bobo Mo Bamba. With what Jeff, Chris, CK said, what all these guys said, like, how can you not be a Magic fan and be happy with the selection? You're solidifying like your front court, especially at the center position. 6'10", he can put the ball on the floor, he can shoot. It's something different. That's what they wanted from Mo Bamba, right? Being able to stretch the floor. We see Paulo being able to do that at Duke, and now he's going to offer that to the Magic. So for them, it's a good choice, especially since they got so many guards, right? You got Markelle Fultz, you got Cole Anthony, you got so many guys on that roster. Who they get also last year too? Who they draft last year?
Jalen Suggs and
Suggs, thank you.
And Franz Wagner.
And Wagner. So with that type of roster, it only made sense for the Magic just to go with the big this season.
They're in good shape. Really
Absolutely.
good shape.
Thunder on deck, and let's see. Do they go Chet? Do they go Jabari? Chet looking. He's grinning it iced out tonight. Chet rocking the. He got the chain on. He's got the little bracelet. All these kids coming with some fly gear. Look, I'm kind of surprised the Magic didn't try to solidify the anchor, especially on the defensive end and what he can bring offensively. A lot of perimeter potential and a lot of playmaking potential out of Chet. Some of the scouts say, I don't know what you guys think, that this could be another generational talent here. And I'm surprised that the Magic passed up on that. And here he is going to the OKC Thunder. So we got Chet going to OKC, getting paired up with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gonna be interesting to see if that's a 1-2 punch, man. Jeff, what are you thinking? You smirking there? What do you think?
Chet, man. I feel like draft Twitter, especially, they'll be out to they'll be out with you. If you say anything bad about Chet Holmgren, they will.
He's the baby. He's a draft baby.
That's the guy, yeah.
I'll say this: like, I definitely see the potential for generational talent. I think he's an elite rim protector on day one in the NBA. He doesn't need any help with that. I will say, for his slight frame, he shows toughness. Like, he will definitely bang down low with guys. He's not afraid. But I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people say this is low-hanging fruit, but his long-term health in the NBA is absolutely something that worries me. And I'm not going to run away from that. I do think that that's something that you have to think about. An 82-game season, that's not something that he has been prepared for, and what that type of grind is going to put on your knees and your body long-term. You're investing a lot of money in these guys, and you have to be really sure about that. So, it's tough, but the skill set is there for sure.
Listen, I look at what we went through with Porzingis, man, and all these guys scare me. Whether it's him, Victor looks even slimmer than him.
Yeah, he looks
coming
skinnier.
out next. I'm just like, yo, listen. I know you guys see, some very intriguing, unique talent at this size, but you got to be concerned, with their ability.
100%. There's no player like him to even comp. Like, people you hear Porzingis comps, and like, he's not really Porzingis. Like, he's definitely a unicorn. We have not seen a player like him. So to even like project like what he can be, like, that's tough. Like, that's really tough. But he is tough. He's tougher than when he looks. Like Jeff mentioned, like he's tough. Like, the Paolo game, like, even though Paolo got him on sometimes, but they were going at each other. That was a fun matchup, and he finishes the round where I think he like 85% of the
very high,
like 85%. He finishes at the rim, like so he finishes on both ends. On defense, he's even though we may not know his offensive potential, but defensively or from the jump, he's going to be able to block you 2 shots a game from the jump. Like, he's going to pick and rolls. No one's going to be able to go past him. He's 9 foot whatever wingspan. Like he has, he's got them tentacles, so he's gonna be able to block everything. Like, so going past him, he might let you go past him just so he can get the chase down. So he's tough, and like he got handle too. Like for a guy that big, he's got handle too, and he could shoot it from the outside. Like I started to grow with him towards the season. The beginning, I wasn't crazy, but then as the season grew, he got tougher. He started handling the ball better, shooting the ball. I started to really like him, and like he's OKC. He fits OKC perfect too.
The other thing that I kind of like too is you start to see when he does interviews and he's asked about his frame, you can tell he's not upset by it, but you can tell he's kind of tired of hearing about it. Yeah. And I do like that chip that he might come into the league with, in terms of, listen, everyone thinks that I'm a twig and I'm going to break, five games into the season. So I'm going to show people, I do like that about him. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but we'll see.
I just can't wait to see the Chet and Poku.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
I can't wait, bro.
It's the Spider-Man meme. It's the Spider-Man meme.
It's gonna happen. I can't wait.
That's all this is. Poku Kumite is gonna be interesting in practice, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting in practice. Well, listen, and Jabari Smith is looking tight in that green room. Like, he's looking vexed. This must have been a last minute switcheroo on him.
This had to be, because he was going to Orlando from like it was a lock till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like it was a lock, where like the betting lines, and you guys, we mentioned before, the betting lines changed like that. I remember I'm at work and I see like whoa, went from, I think Paolo was like plus 250, then it went to minus 180. I'm like, whoa, what happened? Like, and it just happened overnight. Literally happened overnight. Like, it's crazy.
Well, you know what? We'll cry for him later, but this is a Knicks show, fellas. Look at all the Knicks fans in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks Nation, stand up. If you're a diehard Knicks fan in the chat, we got a lot of numbers in the chat right now. But if you are a diehard Knicks fan, hit the number 1 in the chat. Let us know that you're in here heavy, because tonight is our night. This is about the number 11 pick, not about the top 3. It's about number 11, man. We went 37-45 in the campaign last year. Fell off our high horse of the number 4 seed year before that. We got to get back to good graces, man. We got to figure this thing out. So with that being said, fellas, we took a poll of the panel for tonight's pick at number 11. Daniel, let's switch that up to our predictions at the number 11 pick. For me, man, I think Johnny Davis, unfortunately, gets picked before 11. He's said to be a favorite of Coach Tibbs. We know that he interviewed well with the Knicks, but I think he gets picked prior to 11. I think it's AJ Griffin. I think AJ Griffin out of Duke is the pick. Nice size wing. Wing is one of our biggest needs in the draft. We know we need the point guard. I don't think the point guard is going to be there for us. I don't see us jumping up to get Ivy nor Dyson Daniels. And so, look, a kid that can shoot 45% from 3. The numbers that he produced at Duke, out of the catch and shoots, guarded and unguarded. Very nice in the pull-ups, rated very well in the pull-ups, excellent in the half court, which is key for us. A half court dominant team that struggles to score. I think AJ Griffin could be a nice outlet for RJ, for Julius, that he's here right now. And look, it's not going to be the splash. It's not going to be the star, but I think Griffin's the guy. CK, who's your pick?
Well, the Rockets making their pick, and it's Jabari.
Yeah,
right now
he's tight.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. He's not.
He's tight.
His face is upset. Yeah. Actually, I'm the complete opposite of you. I don't think AJ Griffin's gonna be there. I think he's gonna get swiped up. I think that I think he had a good workout. I think there's gonna be a team that's gonna take the chance on him, even with the injury concerns. And I'm praying that we see Johnny Davis fall. I do think that he could possibly go ahead of us too, but I don't see AJ being down there with us. So I'm going to stick to my guns. If I can't have Ivy, I better have Mr. Taco Bell himself, Johnny Davis in the Knicks jersey, come here in 10,
he wants
20,
the guy
minutes.
From the commercial. Huh? Get him the guy from the commercial.
Get me Mr. Taco Bell. The man had a commercial right after the season was done for the NCAA. We need it in Broadway. Put him next to RJ.
Get him in the commercial. Al, who's your pick?
Get me Mr. Wisconsin himself. I'm with CK2K. Get me Johnny Davis in the building. I want the mid-range game here in New York. We don't have that right now. We need somebody who can give us the mid-range game. I don't look. We've had a lot of guys on the show. CP. We had David Zenon. We had Rafael Barlow. We had numerous guys. And the thing is that, Johnny Davis took a lot of volume while over at Wisconsin. He was legitimately the entire team, and especially on the offensive side. I don't buy that the numbers are that bad, especially from three. I think if you give him somebody to run with like RJ Barrett, or Emmanuel quickly, I think those numbers are going to take a jump up. He's going to take some time to settle into the NBA, but give me the guy who's going to play as a two-way player, defense, offense. Give me Mr. Wisconsin in the building.
Jeff, your pick.
Listen, I think CP said it right in the beginning. We had a disappointing season, and this front office has been very committed to winning games and getting us in the playoffs. I think the fastest track towards that is trading up and doing whatever you need to do to get Jaden Ivey in Madison Square Garden. We have the picks. We have what we need to get it done. I know Leon's been patient, but I do think he takes the home run swing and hopefully gets it done, man. I would love it.
And Chris.
I mean, I would love that scenario too, but I think it's going to be a little too rich. This is going to be a little too rich for the Knicks. It's expensive to get up to 4, and you still got Detroit in front of them wants to get up. But if we're staying put, I think it's Johnny Davis. That's the pick. I mean, he's at 8 rebounds a game. I mean, at Wisconsin, people look at the shooting numbers, only 30% from 3. He had no spacing. Yeah. Zero spacing at Wisconsin. It was literally him and just a bunch of guys. No disrespect, to guys Wisconsin, but I think he could be a way better 3-point shooter at the next level, more spacing and all that. Like you said, he's a mid-range king. He's gonna do that, and he brings it on the other side. And so Tibbs is gonna love. As long as Tibbs is the coach, he's gonna love that. He could bring it defensively too. So on and off the ball, all that he's good at that. So I think it's Johnny Davis at the pick if they stay.
Johnny D, what do you guys think in the chat? Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Creeping up on 2,000 on this early session so far. Throw your predictions in the chat. Where do you think the Knicks go at number 11? We see the Kings on the clock right now at number 4, and the pick is in. So let's see where they go. Will they go Ivy? Do they go Keegan Murray? And I think this is interesting because this is a team, they have a new coach in Mike Brown, a defensive-minded coach. Their general manager, Monty McNair, has had a flair for going with the best player available. Took Halliburton. Very next year, took Davion Mitchell. Had no issues doing so. But this is a team that also wants to compete. They want to compete right now. They just brought in Sabonis. He's got 2 years left on his deal. They want to make the playoffs. They at least to play in. So it's going to be interesting to see which direction do they go here. Do they go for the star potential in Ivy, or do they go with more, a better fit to me in a Keegan Murray, or do they go elsewhere? Let's see.
Keegan is a perfect fit for them. Exactly.
I think Keegan's a perfect fit.
But if they go best player available, it's obviously Ivy. And they didn't, I don't think they worked out Davion Mitchell last year, or a lot of the guys they've drafted recently. So that's why they're such the wild card in this draft, because it's the Kings.
Work out Ivy.
It's the Kings. We don't know. We didn't think they'd take Halliburton, and they took Halliburton, and then they didn't think they Davion, and they took Davion. So
let's see where they go. The 4th pick. Kings select Keegan Murray. There we go.
Wow.
Keegan Murray.
And now things get spicy.
Woo! Is Detroit going for it? Is Leon on the phones right now? What are we doing right now?
Gotta be.
What are we doing, Leon? Pick up the phone.
Backroom deals. Backroom deals, man.
What are we doing, Leon? He's dropping. I don't know. Yeah, he's not getting past Detroit.
No, it's Detroit.
No way. Yeah.
There's
no way.
Detroit.
There's no way at all. No.
Ain't no way.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, ain't no way. So I could only imagine what that phone call is looking like right now. Detroit just last night traded Jeremy Grant for a 2025 pick. They're looking to free up some cap space. I think they're going to go heavy on Ayton, try to build a dynamic.
Yes, I think that's where he's going.
He had Sadiq Bey, had a good season for them last year. I think Detroit's going to try to make some moves, man.
I think they're going to go for it, because Cade he's that dude. He's that dude.
Yeah.
Cade, Ivy, Ayton. Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey.
That's a nice
team.
squad you got.
How
That's a nice
dare
young
you
squad.
forget Marvin Bagley III?
Oh,
Yo, I'll give a shout out to Marvin Bagley. He was doing his thing in Detroit. He
did play better.
He
He
did.
did play better.
He was doing his thing in Detroit.
He's in the contract year too. So
Marvin Bagley.
I still have faith. I still got some
faith.
stock.
I want to give a shout out in the chat. We received a $100 super chat. My guy Jason Calcanis, J Cal, in the building with us early.
Let's go.
The salute to Knicks Nation and CP the franchise. We trust J Cal. Salute, man. Definitely appreciate that. Okay, so Keegan Murray going to the Sacramento Kings, and again, this Kings team is ranked 27th in defense. This guy who could be a versatile perimeter defender. Shot the 3-ball very well last year with Iowa. Could do a little bit of everything, man. And I think he's at a mature age where, he can plug and play. He can jump right in there and play, man. Jeff, what's your thoughts on Murray?
I love Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray is this draft's version of the analytics department's dream. All of his shots come at the rim or from three, and he's incredibly efficient in both. He was not highly recruited out of high school. Think about this story for this kid. He's the 4th pick in the draft. Twin brother is on the team who's pretty decent as well. All reports say that he's a good kid, has a good head on his shoulders. He lives in the gym. Listen, I definitely would have drafted Jaden Ivey over him, but Keegan Murray is going to be a really good pro for a long time.
Yeah, no question, man. No question. All right, so Detroit on the clock. Let's see what they're saying here.
It's got to be Ivy, right? Like, there's
It
no
has to be.
It has to be like. I don't think Detroit's that, but Ivy. I backcourt with Ivy and Cade.
Yeah, Ivy.
And then
It's an incredible backcourt.
Incredible.
Killian Hayes off the bench.
And Killian Hayes off the bench.
Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice.
Hayes off the bench.
If you get Ayton in that, I mean, that's a nice core you're building there.
No
Yeah,
question.
they got something with Sadiq. That's
Sadiq too. You're right.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
right.
Sadiq
Dwayne
on
had
the
a
wing
good
with
year,
those
man.
two. Sheesh.
Dwayne Casey's got to be like, finally, man. Finally.
that's if he's there. He might not last. He might not.
No,
be
but
there
they gave him like a 5. Didn't they give him that extension? off of
Extensions
that?
don't mean nothing in the NBA.
I know.
Man got coach of the year and got fired. He don't think nothing's safe, man.
Extensions don't mean nothing in the NBA. But I remember they I forgot ESPN did something, and they after like the first 3 games, they're like, did Detroit make a mistake taking Cade? Because he got off to like a tough shooting slump, and they're like, is he a bust already? I'm like, and that was a legit the caption, like, is he a bust already? And I had to turn it off.
As if he wasn't coming off an injury.
Yeah, like he was hurt, and like he's a baby. He's 19. Like, come on. And then he balled out.
Everyone likes overreaction for rookies, Yeah. If no one starts to come in and lighten it up,
Exactly.
everyone's gonna start giving that title.
Exactly.
Instant bust. Yep.
They would have said that about Kobe. They would have said that. Like, imagine Twitter back like with Kobe coming out, like some of these guys, like they would have said Kobe was a bum. Like, thank God Twitter wasn't around for that. Like,
Man. Well, all right, fellas. Let's react to it. Obviously, no Ivy to the Knicks. We've seen a lot of disgruntled fans in the chat, a lot of disappointed, a lot of Leon is a bum. I mean, how are we feeling here, man? Look, personally, I didn't see this as going down. When you look at the Kings, you look at Detroit, they're 2 teams. They need stars. They need those players. What type of assets, what type of package are we going to trade to those teams that would motivate them to punt with a premium lottery pick like that for a kid like that? It was never gonna. I didn't see it happen.
Yeah, agree.
I couldn't see it happen. I just couldn't see it happen. This isn't a situation where it's the Warriors where they have the Timberwolves pick. They're at the top of the lottery. They already have a stacked team and they're playing with house money. These are bum teams trying to improve their fortunes, just like we are. Then why would they help us?
Exactly.
So,
But the other thing is, like, supposedly the next year, 2023, is going to be a better draft too. So then, if you're the Knicks, why do you want to give up so many assets to move up and lose out on next year if it's going to be a better draft too? So
you got 2 picks next year.
Yeah.
That's right.
I would love to know what the details of the deal. I would just love to know what Leon would consider too rich because
Yes.
I don't know, man. Listen, if you're telling me 11 Dallas, now you might say, well, teams might not really think that Dallas pick is super valuable because Luka's always going to be there. The Mavs are going to be good. And then you throw in, I know fans hate to say this, but one of IQ or Obi.
Obi Toppin, yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that Jaden Ivey, I think he's going to be
I would have traded him,
man. I would have done it. I would have done it.
I would have traded
but,
him.
you know, listen, Leon, if nothing, we've seen now he's been very consistent. He's super patient, and he might think, you know what? Yeah, I could have had Jaden Ivey, but now I'm still waiting on that next disgruntled star. I'm going to make sure my picks are in order for that. I'll push all my chips into the middle when that comes to play. But man, dude, Jaden Ivey in a Pistons uniform is tough to see.
It's tough. Look, I would have loved to have him.
Right,
I would have loved to have had him. I wanted them to take a swing. But look, it's another team on the other side of the table. We would have to see what the deal was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear what was turned down. I really want to know.
Too rich. We got to hear the parameters of a proposed deal.
My
But
question though,
yeah, go ahead.
my question though was like, say you'd made that trade, right? You get Ivy on this team. Do you have enough assets? Do you have enough flexibility? Like, is next year's free agency going to be deep enough where you can continue to build a consistent, consistently good team? Because if you're just giving up assets and you're still not able to build, do you can take that into consideration as well?
In this case, no, because he's young.
Yeah.
So you have his rookie deal, which is cheap. You have his youth to build with, and then you can figure it out along the way. This is not where his window's wide open, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? This is not a Dame situation where you're on the clock as soon as you get him in. You got to figure out within the next 2 to 3 years if you can make something happen before he goes on a decline. You go all in with a guy with an Ivy, you could bounce back and get your picks back down the road while he's ascending into his prime.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now, I'd still do the trade for Ivy. I was just thinking, like, that's gotta be another voice, right? We're having the conversation of what the guys in the front office are thinking. Like, are we going to be able to build, like, add somebody next to Ivy? Is it going to just be Ivy, Randall, IQ, whoever on this team, and we're running with them? Because free agency, as we've talked about so many times, it's so hard to get guys in here, especially another like star or anyone that's a high caliber player to keep you in the mix for the playoffs. So that's probably another thought process that they're going through right now. But I still would have done that trade for Ivy. I think he's gonna be that dude.
On top of that, you'd have 2 young players that want to be in a Knicks jersey compared to playing the gambling game of hoping somebody else wants to be here. You got 2 young players that you have under contract through draft if they made the trade getting Jaden Ivey and the other one being RJ Barrett. So, I feel like that's just right. I'm 100% with Jeff. It's well and nice. We'll have 2 picks and everything next year. And, I love Obi Toppin just as much as the next Knicks fan. Maybe somebody loves him more. But, to me, in a scenario, looking at that move, including those 2 picks, I'm with Jeff. That's something I'm trying to pull. So I really want to know what we offered. If that was not offered, if that, I want to know. I'm really curious.
Yeah, no question, man. Let me hit the reset real quick before we get to the fan reactions, Daniel. Let's go to the solo screen. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy CP the franchise here on the check-in. Welcome to our NBA draft watch along Knicks draft party. The Pacers pick is in at number 6, and we are waiting on number 11. No Jaden Ivey for the Knicks right now. Let's see what Leon Rose and company have up their sleeve. I want you guys to call us up. Call us up with your reactions. 657-383-1509 is the number to call, or you can hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord. Either way, we're going to get in a ton of fan reactions tonight. You're going to hear our live pick reads, analysis. We're going to do some trivia giveaways. We got some KnicksFanTV snaps to give away. We got a $50 Amex gift card giveaway and some prizes from Manscaped as well. Remember that this show is presented by Manscaped, the #1 men's grooming tool below the waist. Fellas, go ahead and go get that lawnmower 4.0. Take care of business before you stepping outside for the summer, man. Go to manscaped.com. Promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. All right, let's take our first call of the night. We're going to go to Jersey, man. Dan from New Jersey. Dan, talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? We've gotten talent below the top 5 before. We can do it again. This is, I wanted to win a championship, bro. This isn't hockey. This isn't the NFL. You need the best of the best. And you know what? We're going to have to come up with another way to get it. Leon, the clock is ticking officially. You got to get somebody. Not necessarily tonight, not necessarily tomorrow, but before you leave, you got to get somebody. That's all I have to say.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. So who do you think we getting at 11? Oh, he bounced. All right.
I'm out. You heard what I said? Goodbye.
Drop the mic on us, man.
Yeah.
Benedict Mathurin, ladies and gentlemen. This was a guy I liked. I liked him, man. Going to the Indiana Pacers. So Benedict going.
God, I like that.
They got Duarte. They got Halliburton. Mathurin.
Him.
That's a nice fit with Halliburton, man. I'm telling you, dude. That's a oof.
Oh, yeah, that's a home run pick.
Wow. Nice pickup, man. Benedict Mathurin out of Arizona, Pac-12 Player of the Year, going to the Pacers.
Came out of NBA Global Academy, mature player, movement shooter. He's got some upside to him. I think he's more athletic than people, give him.
He's
credit.
Bouncy.
Hang on.
He's bouncy. He's bouncy.
Hang on here. According to Jake Fisher, Bleacher Report, a Jake Fisher bomb. He's pretty credible. I work with Jake Fisher. The Knicks are still in pursuit of acquiring Jaden Ivey, sources said, even after Detroit selected the Purdue combo guard. So we might not be out of the woods yet.
Leon, get it done. Get it done, Leon.
We might not be out of the woods yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's improve the mood. Let's not be Debbie Downers in here. I know my guy Jason Farmer is probably hanging on the He's hanging on
and
the
look,
ledge.
With the way that this draft has already been going, somebody nice is going to fall down to us if we do not move and stay at 11. Like if you're paying attention to the order that's going on right now, it's helping us out if nothing happens and we pick at 11. So yeah, there's no need to be Debbie Down. Yes, it would be nice to get Jaden Ivey. I'm right there with y'all. But by the way things are moving around right now, we might end up landing somebody really nice at 11 if we do not move.
Yeah. Yo, this is what I've been saying, man, is that everyone's like, oh, he's going to be in the first top 10. It's like, okay, if everyone can't be in the top 10, someone's got to fall to us then. Someone's got to fall.
It always happens every year. That it's always that one guy that drops. So it's just a matter of who's going to be the guy. Is AJ Griffin? Is it Johnny Davis? I think one of those guys. I think AJ is going to be the guy that drops.
Spurs are drafting Nikola Jovic. You heard it here first. Watch. Spurs going to shift it all up. I'm trying to tell you guys, man.
And there's always that curveball too, like that.
They do it.
That top 10 pick that comes out of nowhere, like
right.
Where did the Blazers go? Which is interesting. They just got Jeremy Grant. They want to be in win now mode for
AJ.
They're trying to trade for OG Anunoby.
You know what I would be interested in order to entice them to send Ivy to us? Who knows?
Yeah. Did we? Okay. Looks like okay. Jeff, go ahead with your point again. Looks like we lost connection briefly. Go ahead with your point again.
Yeah, I the interesting thing is, and CP brought it up, that Jake Fisher is saying that Knicks are still in contention for Ivy. We're still trying to make moves to get him. Earlier, he also reported that the Pistons were trying to get a second lottery pick in addition to what they already had, and they were targeting Jalen Duren. So if we pick Jalen Duren at 11, that would add a little bit more fuel to the fire to say, hey, maybe the deal is still on. And now the Pistons can get a guy that they want, and we can also give them picks and a player and whatever to get our guy.
Okay, let's say things are fluid right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Things are still fluid. Ian Begley, 1 minute ago, opposing teams say the New York Knicks remain active in trying to make a trade for Jaden Ivey, who was drafted by Detroit. So Begley, Fisher, they're on the ball right now. The Jaden Ivey pursuit continues. Leon is getting aggressive. Let's go. Let's get it going.
Just woke up.
Yep.
We're just getting started, man. We're just getting started. Back to the phones we go. Wayne from Michigan. Wayne, how you feeling, man?
Yo, CP, all the guys on the panel, how's it going?
Good, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Jaden Ivey still in play.
I'm optimistic, man. No, I'm not tripping about Jaden Ivey, man. I'm not tripping about any player that hasn't played 1 minute in the NBA. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping about that. I just want whoever the Knicks draft, man, to actually get some playing time, man. Get some burn, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, Kyrie got us on this list. Man.
Bro, you ain't tripping about Jaden Ivey, but you talking about Kyrie, the longest of long shots.
Nah, man, I'm just messing around. But seriously, on a serious note,
yeah.
Hey, I just don't want to see Julius bringing that rock up the court next year. You know what I mean? Long as that ain't going on, I'm good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But hey, hopefully we fill some holes tonight. You know what I mean? And get the fan base feeling a little bit better. Yeah. And hey, I'm gonna be rocking out with you guys in the chat.
All right, man. Wayne from Michigan. Right. Wayne from Michigan. He sounded like a new caller, man. I was really I was really gonna drop him off after the forget Jaden Ivey. We're gonna get Kyrie thing. You know what I'm saying? I was really but it's draft night, you know, I'm in a good mood. It's good to have, you know, people in the chat. We got a lot of people in the chat right now. So I'll let him rock. He seemed kind of excited, so I'll let him go.
CPR tomatoes in season during the summer. I know that they're definitely in season during the season, but they in season during the summer.
Oh, they're in full season. If
okay, all right.
Anything good tonight? All right, here we go. Next pick, Jaden Sharp. Interesting. So the Blazers going upside with the relative.
Wow.
Okay.
AJ, my fault. There it is. I thought they were going to go AJ here. Okay.
This makes sense. Go with a high upside. They need a wing. They're looking to trade for OG Anunoby. It makes sense that they're going for a wing right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, could it be on the move? Or
could be.
Is he on the move or could he be staying?
Toronto's patient.
Sharp.
Toronto's patient. They'll take him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know that, man. You know Jai will wait, but he'll still get burned.
Right.
He'll still get burned. All right, 2,600 people in the chat, man. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks draft, NBA draft watch along, CP the franchise, and a great cast, man. A great cast. We got Alex Rotaros, we got CK2K in here. We got KnicksFanTV.com's Jeff Campbell, Chris LeBron, Off the Ball Network. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. I see all the mods in here. Salute TM. Gotta be legend T. Williams. How you feeling? Salute. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Truth from Arkansas. Let's go down south. Truth, how you feeling?
What up, man? KnicksFanTV, CP, my boy, run the intro, light skin Alex, Justin Chris.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm hot dang grab Ivy, but I'm glad we still got the quarter quickly.
Yeah.
The OB in the ground, but I see they still trying to get Ivy after that, so that's still a good deal.
Yeah.
But I called to ask about 3 players. Why I ain't never heard nobody say anything about Scottie Pippen Jr. And then what y'all think about Jalen Williams and JD Note from Arkansas? And I'm out.
Who was the last one you said?
Jalen Williams and JD Note from Arkansas.
Okay. Jeff, I'll start with you, man. Scottie Pippen Jr. Why is nobody talking about young Scottie, man?
I mean, he's he's a guy that's most likely going to be picked, if at all, in the second round. But I will say, to the caller's point, Jalen Williams is a guy that got a lot of publicity during the combine, did a lot of helping himself out there. And JD Note, listen, I will not doubt anybody coming from Arkansas. That program continues to churn out good talent. They have one of the best recruiting classes coming out in this coming year. So their team is going to be one to watch out for sure. So, I know JD Note did some work in the tournament, to push that team as far as they can go. But, none of those guys are really in the Knicks range, maybe when you're talking about 42 a little bit later in the draft. So that's probably why, we're not touching on them too much right now.
Yeah, I like Jalen Williams a lot from Santa Clara. He rose a lot during the combine and all that. He probably was maybe the biggest winner of that, and he's good in the pick and roll. Like he's crafty and all. He's got like a crazy wingspan too. I know wingspan's going to be like the number one thing in this draft because guys' wingspans are just crazy, and you need length in today's NBA, and he's very versatile too. So, and Scottie Pippen's probably someone who's probably either maybe someone takes a flyer on him in the late second round, or he's definitely going to get picked up even as an undrafted free agent, on a 2-way or something. But he definitely helped himself to a lot in the combine.
New Orleans is on the clock. We have Dyson Daniels available. Johnny Davis. Is this AJ Griffin territory? CK, what are you thinking here, man? New Orleans on the clock.
I think it's got to be Dyson Daniels. Makes so much sense for them. I think he's like a perfect fit to go next to what they did with CJ and Brandon Ingram and the possibility of Zion coming back. It just makes too much damn sense for them to go that direction. I'm gonna be born with it. It has to be Dyson Daniels here. Has to be.
I agree with you, CK. I mean, think about it. You got Ingram on that team. You got CJ McCollum. You got guys who already need the ball in the hand. They need somebody who's going to play some defense, a connector.
Yes.
That's kind of what they need right now. You know, after they lost Lonzo to the Chicago Bulls, he kind of slides right back into that role. So sorry for that, CK. Sorry for that. But you know what it is. You know how it is. That's the guy that they're probably going to go for. I agree with you, though.
Man, oh man. Salute to Xavier Brown, $10 super chat. He says, unless the Pistons are waiting for the Knicks pick to draft who the Pistons want and then trade. All right, so Xavier Brown is on that wave. This could be still a fluid situation on the Ivy watch. Kane Marco sends a super chat, says, I'm not worried at all. We're good with drafting these days. Okay, the pick is in. And with the 8th pick, the Pelicans select there you go. Dyson Daniels going to the Pelicans, man. Pelicans had a great year. Fun team to watch in the playoffs. You saw Brandon Ingram on the main stage, CK. I was loving watching him. Got the big man coming back, Zion coming back. You know, Alvarado showing fight, Herb Jones. Scrappy team, man. You know,
it's a good place for him because I think what Dyson Daniels needs is a team with patience, because the same thing happened with him in the G League last year where he started off rough, but then as it closed out, you saw a little bit during All-Star weekend. We saw a lot of what made a lot of Knicks fans excited about Dyson Daniels going up to the draft. And I think New Orleans is the perfect place where, you know, if he starts off slow and eventually can mesh with that team. I think that's the perfect spot. Makes too much sense.
It also gives him the opportunity to develop his shot too, right? Because you already got enough offense on that team. So when he gets plugged in, you got other guys that can just work. So you got Trey Murphy, as you said, you got Zion. You know, when you got CJ, who else you got down there? You got Jose Alvarado when he's out there.
They're gonna be scrappy on defense, man. They're gonna be scrappy. Herb Jones, Alvarado, Murphy can play some defense. And you had Dyson.
You got Valanciunas. You got Valanciunas down there.
They're gonna be rugged, man. They're gonna be rugged.
They started the season real. What were they like 2-7? It was a rough start, but Willie Green had that team, and he deserved a lot more Coach of the Year consideration, because the fact that he got that team with all the drama with Zion and all that to buy in and make the playoffs like that, he needed a lot of credit. And next year that you had Dyson, man, that defense is going to be vastly improved, man. They're gonna be fun, and if Zion's healthy, they watch out.
Yeah,
they got two guys that won from 2 prior drafts. They got Kyra Lewis and Trey Murphy.
I'm not even thinking about Kyra. Kyra. I like Kyra a lot.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that team is going to be. I think that's an up and coming team. I'm excited to watch that team. That's a good league pass team. Just to turn on.
Yeah, health. If they're healthy, and Jackson Hayes played better a lot too towards the end of the season too. So like if they're healthy,
and Devonta Graham, he's a solid point guard.
Off the bench. Yep.
No question. All right, fellas, 3 picks away from number 11. Let's see where we go here. I want to salute some people in the chat. Jonathan Augusto, team #new. We got BK Ray in here. Welcome to the show, BK Ray. Jay Breezy NY, how you feeling? Who else we got in here? Keenan Lambert, always in here. Keenan, salute. Stop console wars. He says Dyson will have many people to pass to. Yeah, he's in the right situation, as CK said. Low pressure, can come in and just be the guy who he is right now, which is a solid connector, very versatile, nice court vision. I like his offensive awareness. He's got size, length. There's a lot to like about him, man. Definitely a lot to like about it.
His outside shot got a lot better towards the end of the season too, Dyson. And then you saw it at the combine and all the camps. He's going to come up.
Okay. Now the question is number 9 San Antonio, is this Johnny Davis territory. You saying Jokic? You saying Jovic? CK.
I'm just saying, look, bro. After Josh Primo last year, man, I'm done predicting what they do, bro. They're gonna do something crazy right now.
Jovic feels like a Spur too. Like he's got the internationals flavor, you know. But they won different. They've changed up. Like they took Primo, and that was like an unspurs like pick. So are they going to just take are they going to try to take guys like they feel like have high upside? You know, so I don't know what the Spurs are doing anymore.
Could they go for someone like Mark Williams?
That's the guy I'm going with.
Jeremy Sohan. That'd be an interesting one. That'd be an interesting one. Or do they go Jalen Duren? Do they go Jalen Duren here? How sold are they on Pirtle at the 5?
They may not be so long term with Pirtle because he's up for extension.
Do they go with Jalen Duren? We'll see what happens. Shout out to Hove 80, $10 super chat says, I'm just happy to be here. Salute to Hove 80, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. My man has no cares in the world. He's just rocking with us.
Respect, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate that. Sean in the chat. What's good, Sean? How you feeling? Patrick Graff says, great show, guys. Love from Luxembourg. All right, so we worldwide with it right now. Salute to everybody in the chat. Let's get those likes up. How many people we got in here tonight right now? We got 3,000 people in the chat right now. We got to get those likes up, people. Hit that thumbs up button. We got to get to at least 2,000 likes right now. We got 3,000 people in the chat. Let's make it happen. All right. Waiting on the Spurs to clock in. Let's hear from Zay from Maryland on the Discord. Zay, how you feeling, man?
What's good, fellas? How y'all feeling?
How you feeling right now, Zay? Things fluid right now. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, looking at the who's left on the board, right? I think I'm okay with, I'm okay with who's left, whether we keep that pick. But I also feel like, Jaden Ivey should be the pick, and we should be still trying to actively get in touch with Detroit to get that pick. Reason being, even if we got to give up draft picks, I'd rather do that because at the end of the day, right? Do we want to keep Mitch? That's a big question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to extend RJ? That's a big question. We already got Randall. Julius already paid up for a good minute, right? So it's like, how much money do we really have? We gotta do a lot of work just to even try to get Brunson. So it's like, instead of kicking out more money to Brunson, then we might as well just get a good point guard out of the draft, and that's Jaden Ivey. So whatever we got to do, if we got to give up those picks, that's fine. Because at the end of the day, we got to stop pick chasing. People keep worried about OKC and all that stuff. They can't pick all those people. Eventually, they got to get off on some picks too. So if Jaden Ivey is the pick, we need to go ahead and give up whatever picks we need to give up to get him. Because at the end of the day, you can keep drafting picks. If we keep dropping the 8, with our record, we keep having the 8th pick, the 11th pick, the 10th. It makes no sense for us to stay there. We might as well just do something big this year.
Yeah.
And just pretty much just seal the deal. Because once we get Jaden Ivey, RJ, we got Mitch, we got a good squad if we can get Jaden Ivey. And it all depends on what we have to give up to get him. But I'm all for still trying to trade up and get Jaden Ivey. That's my pick.
Okay. So to tap back in once we find out what happens at 11, man.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Zay from Maryland on the Discord. Call us up, people. 657-383-1509 is the number to call, or you could hit us up on the Knicks Fan TV Discord. You just heard Zay on the Discord. The Discord is crispy. It's a great 24/7 Knicks chat, man. We got thousands of people in there talking Knicks on a daily basis. Shout out to TM, Gotta Be Legend, and the guys who help make that thing go on a daily basis. Well, I think, look, fellas, I think the name of the game, first and foremost, he spoke on Brunson as a possible plan. A lot of people think, Kyrie is listed in the Knicks as an option, whatever. I think the bottom line is they're going to try to shed some vet contracts. They have to. I think Burks and Noel will be the first at the list. Kemba obviously has to. Burks just had foot surgery, so that's a little iffy in terms of his market value. How does that hurt things on the trade market? All that grinding as the floor general. They had to get some bunions replaced. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs is going hard on him, man. All right, Spurs pick. There it is. Jeff hit it on the head.
Jeff and Chris got that one, yup.
Jeremy Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan
goes to the Spurs.
Okay.
Man, Jeff, break this down for us, man. What do you think?
Listen, Sohan is your prototypical 6'9" forward that can do a little bit of everything. He can play make, he can dribble. You know, he is a guy that got a lot of publicity with Baylor. I think he fits nicely with what the Spurs have. Like I said, you have Devin Vassell, you have DeJounte Murray, you got Pirtle, you got Keldon Johnson. This is a guy that I think can bridge the gap a little bit and do a little bit of everything. Like I said, it's a good pick for them. And he was rumored to have been liked by their organization for a while now, honestly, since their first interview. So I'm not surprised with this.
Chris, what's your takes, man?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna bring it on defense. He's a good cutter and all that, so he's gonna fit in perfect with what they want. He like I said, he's one of those. He felt like a Spur, and he's gonna come in and he's gonna make an immediate impact. He needs to work on his offense. That's still got to work on his outside shooting.
Wonder, you know, because I felt like that was a team that could use additional offense there. That's why I was looking at Johnny Davis. Yeah. So I wonder offensively how they improve there, but certainly on the defensive end, you talk about him. You throw Vassell out there. You got the length of DeJounte Murray, who's getting out there in the passing lanes. You gotta like that. Definitely gotta like that.
I think they just the length and all, like what he brings, his versatility on defense and all that. And, you know, I think they trust their system that they can make him into a respectable, you know, outside threat. You know, he's not going to be, you know, shoot, you know, 30, 36, 37% from three, but if they can make him respectable, you know, I think, you know, what a better organization that can do that and, you know, develop Sochan. So a good spot for him for sure.
We got Jaden Ivey dapping up Spike. Wait a second. Hold on. Is this confirmed? Hold up. And the camera's on them for a long time. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Now, a lot of Knicks fans ain't so high on Spike these days. You know,
I'm nothing, bro.
Spike,
you can't talk to nobody.
A couple fans.
What kind of power you got, Spike?
You know what I'm saying? The camera made sure to catch that exchange, the whole thing, the whole entire thing.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So let's see if the conspiracy is in play here. Ivy watch right now. Hit that thumbs up on Free Boys. We got 3,000 people in the chat. Let's get it going. $20 super chat. My guy I95 Bully on the check-in says, man, spent 2 months hyping my son up about Ivy. You had one job. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. So I95 Bully combining a little Ivy, a little Spike with the super chat. So all right, man. Salute, man. Keep the faith, people. You know, that's one thing about us as Knicks fans. That's all we got. That's all we have.
Just enjoy the show.
Just enjoy it. Yeah, just got to enjoy it.
That's it. Listen, I think if we do stay at 11, look, I think 11's not necessarily a bad pick. And Daniel, let's throw our little montage here because there have been some notable picks at number 11 in the NBA draft. So this could be another year of that. And I'm going to start with number 5 on the list. Domantas Sabonis. Yeah. Domantas Sabonis, man. The number 11 pick from the Orlando Magic in the 2016 draft. 2-time All-Star. 14-9 on his career so far. And he's looking to make things happen with the Sacramento Kings. He gets it done on the offensive side. Good passer like his pops. Defense needs work, but still a good pickup there. Number 4, he's not an all-star yet, but he will be in a minute. And that is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, people. 2018, he's the number 11 pick to the Charlotte Hornets, ultimately landed with the Clippers and then with the Thunder in a blockbuster trade for Paul George, man. What can't this kid do? Love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander game. Hopefully, as the Thunder continue to tank, he'll get pissed off and want to get traded to the Knicks. made the all-rookie team 18-4 on the campaign. Shai Gilgeous, an absolute problem. Number 3 on our list, our guy, Knicks fans, H2O, Allen Houston. Yes. Number 11 pick from the Detroit Pistons in the 1993 draft. 2-time All-Star, Olympic gold medalist. What can you say, man? Houston brought us so much joy. One of the best shooters that we had on this team. 40% from 3, 17 points per game. Put daggers in the Miami Heat and Indiana Pacers' hearts. Shout out to H2O. Number 2. Now, I wanted to be a homer and put this guy at number 3 because he sucks. But number 2, we got Reggie Miller. Number 11 pick of the 1987 NBA draft from the Indiana Pacers, 5-time All-Star, got named to the NBA Top 75, which I didn't really think he deserved, but I thought they were more deserving players, such as T-Mac and others, but I digressed. 39% career three-point shooter, one of the best to ever do it. Can't knock Reggie. And shout out to KnicksFanTV Jared, who put this highlight together and didn't put any highlights against the Knicks. That's my guy. Number 1, we're going to go with Klay. Klay Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Klay Thompson, the number 11 pick of the Golden State Warriors, 4-time champ. Put some respect on his name. I thought Klay could have made a case for the top 75, man. One half of the Splash Brothers. Shout out to Klay, man. Came back from not just an ACL injury, but an Achilles injury as well. And, still came back and helped his team thoroughly in this playoffs. So that's our list, people. That's why we say keep faith, keep hope alive, and maybe we'll end up with something nice at number 11. Or maybe we trade for Jaden Ivey. Let's see what's going on. The pick is in. And let's see where the Wizards are going here. Is it Johnny Davis? There it is. Johnny Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
One pick away again. It's going to happen again. Pick away.
That's
one pick away. It's going to happen to us again. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Johnny Davis.
Come on, bro.
One pick away.
Hey, Bradley Beal opts out. Well, you figure he's going to stay anyway. And Johnny Davis, man.
Johnny, I feel bad that you have to go to a team and waste part of your career away because they're not going to be
level score, solid defensively.
Stay away
out of the mid-range. Here we go. Johnny Davis, the Taco Bell star, going to DC.
It's an impressive dude, man. He had a really impressive a stretch through December and January where he was putting up almost 20 a night, dropped 37. Yeah. I think against Houston, which honestly is one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Yeah. Elite defensive team.
And he had a one-on-one matchup with Ivy where he gave Ivy fits both offensively and defensively. Doesn't mind taking on the number 1 role. Mid-range maestro, footwork is elite. I would say he's the most polished offensive player outside of Banchero. And Wizards got a good one, man. I would have loved for the Knicks to get this guy, but unfortunately, no.
Jeff just salt being the wound, bro. My man just salt being the wound already, man.
CK, how you feeling, man? You almost fell out your chair, man. How you feeling?
Yeah. I'll just everything. Look, Jeff, everything Jeff just said just makes it hurt even more, man. Like I was really excited about him. We what you said at the top, CP. We need another guy that can go and get buckets. You know, we always talk about how we play against all these other teams that have difficult shot makers, and I feel like he is a professional and going to be a professional difficult shot maker while also being able to get efficient shots. I really wanted to see him in the Knicks jersey. I do like AJ Griffin, like you guys just, Johnny Davis. I thought he was going to be fun, but you know what? Like Alex said, it's going to be fun in Washington, bro. Just enjoy yourself, I guess. Go say what's up to Chris Porzingis for us.
This hurts, man. This hurts.
Yeah.
This is the guy. This is legitimately the guy.
Yeah.
This was like my guy that I wanted on the team.
Yeah.
And he's one pick away.
He felt like a Knick too. Like he embraced it. He's tough as nails too. Like
I really thought he wanted to come here, man.
Yeah,
and supposedly Tibbs loved him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But he's gonna. That's a good pick for Washington. They get someone that's he's not athletic, but he's physical when he gets to the basket. Like he's not gonna yam on you, but like he finishes with both hands good. So
here we go. The pick is in.
Go.
The pick is in. Let's go. Let's see where we're going here, ladies and gentlemen. Call us up 657-383-1509. The pick is in. Where are the New York Knicks going? Is this a precursor to a bigger move? Leon, talk to us, man. You got a lot of fans on the edge right now. Call us up 657-383-1509 or the KnicksFanTV Discord. Let's see what's going on here. I'm not even looking at the chat. No spoilers. No Twitter.
I'm scared.
Everything is minimized.
I'm scared.
Is this AJ? Is it Branham? You know, is it Branham? Let's see.
I'm scared.
Is it Duren?
Is it Dieng? It's someone. It's gonna
stop saying that.
No.
If it's Dieng,
I'm being pessimistic right now. I brought up that bad juju earlier, and I didn't watch it.
Please. Oh my God.
Let's go. What are we doing?
Oh,
all right. Commissioner's taking a little while to come in. It's getting louder and louder in there. What's going on?
We got Spike on his knees praying, praying to God.
Happens. See
what's going on? The pick is in. Get to the
scared.
pick.
What are we doing right now?
I think Adam Silver's scared. He's like, "You sure?
Yeah, we take a little while.
He's like, "Don't make me go out there and say
Don't
this.
make me say this. I don't like. This is bad. This is
Go out there
bad,
and say this.
guys. This is bad. This is not good. This is not good. It's taking too long. He can't pronounce the name.
Why is it taking so long? This is making me nervous now.
I'm telling you, CK.
Please stop.
Here we go.
Stop. I can't.
Here we go.
Yo.
Here it is. All right, here we go. Here we go.
It's gonna be oh God.
Let's go.
James Book Night. No, just kidding.
And they picked Ousmane Dieng.
What?
Ousmane Dieng.
Yo,
Oh, man.
are we? Hold on. We better be trading this dude. There's no way we better be trading this dude. We better be trading.
Oh, man.
Wild.
Okay, they picked Ousmane Dieng. This is interesting.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Chris.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I shouldn't even mention his name.
Yo, we better be trading. We better be trading this dude. Better be trading this
Ousmane Dieng. They said he trained with Paul George. The chat is revolted. We about to lose.
They're gonna look
right now.
Yeah, they're gonna look at his stats.
They better trade this.
Ousmane Dieng. This one came out of left field, ladies and gentlemen.
I
completely out of left field.
Oh my God! No.
According to the Ringer, one of the highest upside prospects in the draft, thanks to his blend of defense, size, and smooth. Let's see what Rose is saying.
Who let Phil in the building?
Hold on. Oh, they traded it to the
What?
Thunder.
Let's go.
Lucky Leon, baby.
Hold on.
Oh, they traded. Okay. That makes sense.
40
So they-
chess right there. Let's go.
So they traded it. Pick.
Okay.
All right, people. All right.
Woo!
So they traded.
I got my
down.
wish.
They traded down the OKC for multiple first-round picks. Multiple first-round picks. Interesting. Interesting.
What's going on?
They traded the pick for more picks. Hang on here, people. The Thunder will send multiple first-round picks.
Let's
to New
go.
York. What is happening right now?
All right.
Getting my wish. That's what I'm getting.
What is
Great
happening right
move.
now?
Great move.
Okay.
So they got to be in the 12, right? They got to be in the 12th pick.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think trades can be completed till after. So like we technically still have Dieng, but it'll be going to the Thunder.
Hey, this is fluid, man. This is fluid. How many? You were talking about multiple first-round picks.
Yeah.
How many this year? How many next year?
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to figure out like what we getting.
Leon is making moves, man. He's making moves.
He might take AJ and get something else. Either I don't know. Probably not in this draft, but maybe a future draft.
I think next year you want to get into next year's draft if possible. If you can
That's
get
what I'm
any
saying.
pick from them, you know,
Somebody in the chat.
as long as if not protected, yeah, for next year.
Okay.
But yeah, Dieng feels like
we have
is
one false alarm.
yeah.
we
That
got
was,
three false alarms. What is going on? Another
That
trade
was-
back. 3 years in a row, we've traded back.
yeah,
3
they got
years in a row,
know
we traded back.
value. It's about getting that value, so that it makes sense. That Johnny Davis had to be their guy. Johnny
That's
Davis
right.
had to be their guy.
I agree with you, Chris. I agree with you 100%.
It had to be
Yeah.
just like last year. Their guy wasn't. That's why if you want your guy, sometimes you got to be able to go get him. But
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sometimes, right, for real.
Cardiac Knicks in the
We don't
chat.
know that part.
Somebody said the chat almost burned down.
Yeah. Because, and we talked about that before. Like, people are gonna look at us and like, he improved as a shooter, but he still did not shoot. I think he shot like in the 20s from deep.
Yeah.
Like he
Chris, I
got
don't
the skill, but
that
yeah,
right
but we
now.
don't need that. Like that's
We
not
don't need
what
that
we
right now.
don't
Like,
need.
Chris,
that.
I don't know about you. I was trying to figure out how I was going to rationalize this. Like, what was I going to say to make this sound somewhat
upside.
good? You know?
All you could say is he could be something special. Like
very
he could,
true.
but
Very
like
true.
that's not what we need right now on this. He fits perfect with OKC because they can wait and they can develop him and they can take their time. But with the Knicks, no, it's not what we need right now.
So wait, is he from France too?
Yeah,
Yes.
he played in New Zealand.
International.
He played in the NBL last year, but like, like I said, he improved. Like his stock was up in the beginning, like he was supposed to like top 10, and then dropped, and then went back up a little bit. But like he struggled. He definitely struggled. Like at every facet of shooting.
Is that
he struggled? Spot up shooting struggled. Like,
Go ahead.
He struggled a lot, but like you said, he's an upside guy. That's strictly what he is. Like this pick is strictly just upside. Like just hoping that he could be something.
So what would you say in the Thunder are keeping the 12th pick? It's not part of the Knicks trade. All right. Well, so what's going on? What's going on? How many more picks do the Thunder have in this draft? Let's take a look.
They have something in the 20s, right?
Tankathon talking. How many picks do the Thunder have? Like 100.
Yeah, they have like 17 first-round picks like the next 5 years. It's crazy.
Let's see. Thunder have 12.
My head hurts.
Wait, what? How many picks do the Thunder have, man? Hold on.
I feel like the name
Details,
to keep
please.
in mind here is Marjon, man. Marjon Beauchamp. They had him in for that solo workout.
Yeah, they did. So they have 12. They have 34. Well, that wouldn't be first round picks.
They got 12. They got 30, I think. They might have the last pick in the first round.
Nah, that's Denver got that.
That's Denver. Yeah, Denver got that. You're right.
OKC has no other first round picks after 12.
Maybe futures.
This has to be futures, maybe 2023. So did the Knicks punt out of the first round altogether? Did they punt out of the first round altogether? Somebody said they do have 30, but according to Tankathon, the Nuggets have 30.
Well, yeah, that pick is not official. Yeah, because they made the trade for Green, I think. So that trade's not official till after.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's why it still has OKC.
That's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
OKC still has it technically.
Somebody said we traded for the 2031 and 2032 first round picks from OKC.
Yeah, we're still waiting to see, man. Let's see. DeAndre Ayton trending right now. Kings. Okay. Next pick. OKC picks. Just Jalen Williams.
Yep.
Ooh.
Fucking get her.
Even he looked. He said, "Oh, this is looking
Yeah.
spicy." Yeah, SGA. All right. Little Jalen Williams. Little Chet. That's
Good wing.
interesting. Nice wing. Yeah. Nice wing. Interesting, man.
That dude face
All right.
always look the same though. Like, all right.
Yeah.
He's like, bad, whatever. Huh? So,
right.
Yeah. Okay, we cool.
Life
All
just changed. Like
OKC,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Not San Francisco, but okay.
All right, man. So to RGT85 joins us in the chat. He says, "My optimism is dying by the second." Yeah, we hanging on by a thread right now. We are hanging on by a thread to see what this means and what's going on. 4,300 people in the chat, man. Daniel, let's hit the solo screen, hit a quick reset. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's get those likes up. Welcome to KnicksFanTV, the #1 show for the fans by the fans. You are watching our NBA draft watch along / Knicks draft party / Knicks therapy session. This is what it always comes down to. We start with optimism, and then we end it with pain. So we trying to sift through the mud right now, see what's going on. But for you guys in the chat, we appreciate everybody for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video right now. Let's try to get, we got 4,300. Let's try to get 8,000 people in here. Hit that share button, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, Instagram, text your grandma, whatever it is. If they don't even have to be a Knicks fan, text a basketball fan and bring them in here. Let's break the record and let's get up to 5, 6, 7, 8,000 people in here. Remember that this show is presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, enter promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. #1 men's grooming tool below the waist, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and tap in. All right, Daniel, let's go back to the main screen.
So the Thunder just took Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams.
Pick.
Jalen Williams.
Good pick.
Shooting guard from Santa Clara. I did like Jalen Williams. The more I learned about him, I did like. Yeah. He has a natural feel for the game. I wish the Knicks were able to get him with the 12th pick. I'm just curious to see what this deal ends up to be.
Yeah, nothing on the parameters just yet, man. Begley has nothing. Woj has nothing. The parameters of the trade is still unknown. Still unknown. Ray Matos in the chat. Time to get wasted. He's about to get out. Oh boy. All right, let's hear from my guy Will from LI right now on the calls. Will, hey,
hey, I'm about to pour this bottle of Cheetos real quick. My fault.
Easy,
hey, what up to the panel, man? How you guys doing?
Good,
I do not
remember one thing.
I do not want to be negative Nancy.
Remember one thing.
And I'm just going to keep it short, bro.
He's going. Go ahead.
Bro, when fans tell you like tanking or why lose meaningless game, this is why, bro. At least Johnny Davis should be a Knick, bro. This is ridiculous. We're punting. We're moving back. And it's like, if you tank correctly, you don't got to keep tanking every year, bro. And everybody loves RJ. That's our boy. That's the boy wonder. You got RJ by tanking. I'm not saying like you got to tank the whole season, but when you just going to win, you can see the writing on the wall, play the kids, sit down the veterans, and just let whatever happens happen. I'm not saying you got to fully tank, but this is ridiculous, bro.
Will,
Johnny Davis should be a Knick, bro.
Let me play devil's advocate for you, though, Will. I mean, the guys that closed out the season well were, we were talking about Obi, right? We were talking about Quick.
Yeah.
We were talking about RJ.
Yes.
It was the young guys that was leading you to victories, weren't they?
But CP, if you win purely off of the young guys, that's fine. If you tell me you start Quick and Quick wins us game, I'll take that because Quick is a core piece of our team and that will help in his development. But when you're playing Alec Burks, right? And it's like, why are we playing this guy? When you're playing other guys in front of Sims and other players, have gotten both. You could have seen the kids play the games, and if they win off the back of the kids, lovely. I'm not gonna be mad at it. I'll never wish for this team to lose. But when you're winning meaningless games at the end of the season with a stubborn coach, this is what happens. Johnny Davis should at least be a Knick. You lose 2 games, bro, and we may have Johnny Davis. What is going on, bro? It's like we got to hold people accountable. And the person that needs to be held accountable is Tom Thibodeau. Next season, I want this man fired, bro. I can't do another year of this man, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Will,
I'm going to let you guys go, but I'm frustrated, bro. I'm frustrated, bro. Hey, shout out to the panel, KnicksFanTV. Take care, y'all.
That was one of our regular callers, Will from LI, expressing his frustration and his pain. Rate that call in the chat. I'm seeing, some varying opinions on his call. Was it trash? If it's trash, throw some tomatoes in there. If you agree with him, if it was bars, throw a fire emoji in here. Throw some emojis in the chat. Let me know what you guys thought about Will from LI's call. A very disappointed Will from LI, fellas. How do you guys react to that? He says we didn't tank properly.
Well, before that, we got James Edward III of The Athletic, Detroit Pistons beat reporter, saying that hearing the Knicks are taking one last serious push at the Pistons for Ivy, laced with the picks from OKC trade that happened at pick 11. So, still waiting.
Chips are all in. Chips are all in on Ivy.
Chips are in. Leon's getting ready for a Godfather offer, man. This is why I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my opinions. Everybody's jumping off the ledge.
Me, you notice I stay quiet. I've been quiet for a while.
The reason the parameters of this deal aren't announced is because they're making a push.
Yeah,
and what's crazy, Woj hasn't been dropping any bombs since the trade.
And
he ain't even been keeping up with the draft.
And Woj is Leon's boy. If Woj don't got the details, it's not out yet.
Yeah.
So let's just wait and see. Hornets first of 2 picks is in.
It's got to be one of the bigs. It's got to be one of the bigs. Durant or Mark Williams?
Durant.
Durant.
Easy. Good pickup for them.
Yeah. They needed a rim running big. They needed this. Is him and LaMelo.
Yeah. That's gonna be
and Bridges on the wing, like and then Book Night possibly. You know, that's a athletic. You know, LaMelo might lead the league in assists next year.
You never know. Detroit might try to Godfather Bridges out of there. You know, with a good deal.
Detroit's gonna make a major move this offseason. Major move.
Yeah, they're gonna make moves. They're gonna make moves, man. So we heard from Will from LI. If you guys in the chat want to call in, 657-383-1509 is the number to call, or you could hit us up on the Knicks Fan TV Discord.
Oh, we got details.
Hold up.
Wait,
Ian Begley.
I can't keep up.
Ian Begley sources confirm Jalen Duran is going to be a New York Knick.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. So Jalen Duran. Let's pull this tweet up.
Well, wait. Woj just said the Pistons are acquiring Jalen Duran.
Okay, so here it is. This is the Ivy trade. This is the Ivy trade.
What's happening?
This is the Ivy trade.
So who? Jalen Duran is okay.
What do you know, Woj?
Jake Fisher just said Jalen Duran is going to Detroit. So 2 people just confirmed that Jalen Duran's going to Detroit.
So what does Shams know?
So Shams, I don't know why Shams thinks. I don't know if the tweet's still up.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. He didn't delete it.
He ain't taking it down. Yeah.
So someone just said, to be honest, I don't know where Durant is going. Jake Fisher, but this sounds like a 3-team trade.
Okay.
When you got these beat writers saying, you know, to be honest, I'm not. It's a crazy night.
Leon is trying to.
I see CK losing his mind over there.
You're right, man.
I'm right there with you.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it seems like it's
fluid right now, man. Leon is playing chess. Let's see what happens. Let's see what goes on here.
Okay, so it seems like it is Detroit. He's going to.
But then Bagley, I don't know him. I don't know.
Yeah, Bagley. Ian had it. All right, let's see it. Let's check. Let's rapidly refresh on Ian Begley. Let's see what's going on.
Beggs.
Because Begley's saying New York is acquiring Jalen Duran from Charlotte.
And Shams.
Yeah. Shams and Begley are saying Charlotte, and then Woj and Fisher are saying Detroit.
Pistons.
What is happening?
Yeah. So I don't know.
What do you know, Woj? Share it with us.
What is happening?
I have no clue.
Chico Fernandez, $10 super chat. What the hell is going on? We punted the draft, the trade deadline, all gigantic duds. Being a Knicks fan and alcoholic go hand in hand. Chico, hang on, man. We working over here. We working. Shout out to
Knicks,
13. Yeah, what's going on?
No, I'm just saying, if the Knicks somehow acquired all those OKC picks to then push in, that is 4D chess by Leon Rose. 4D chess.
Yeah. Andrew H in the chat says, CP, you should have Begley's number on speed dial. I got it, but Begley's working the phones. He's working for us.
Right.
He's trying to get the deal out. JWE Event Group $20 super chat says, I think Leon is playing chess, not checkers. Just wait on
4D chess to be exact.
4D.
Antoine Isaac, we need to move ASAP. Hassan Dutton $5 super chat says they stacking picks to go after Kyrie. Unamused face.
Ian Begley just said Woj ESPN says this will ultimately go to Detroit. Jalen Duran.
For what?
Okay, here we go. What's Woj saying? I'm refreshing. The Pistons are acquiring Jalen Duran at number 13 in a trade.
Okay, so he's going to Detroit. Duran.
But is it through us because something else is happening? What is going on?
What is going on?
So that means Duran would be on 3. He'd be on 3 teams.
Hey man, keep souvenirs.
Shams just tweeted out that Kemba Walker's also going to Detroit.
Okay.
So something.
What is going on?
Is this a salary? Are we salary?
Pieces are coming out too slow, man.
Right.
They're trying to set up something big, man. But it's too much in my heart right now.
They're setting it up, man. They're setting it up. Okay.
Yo,
And move to
yo,
with
what
Kemba
is going
Walker.
on?
This is nuts.
This is coming in piecemeal right now.
Shams just retweeted.
Okay,
Knicks acquired Jalen Duren and moved him with Kemba Walker to the Pistons.
Yes,
Sources
yes.
said.
Got that one. Got that one. What? Oh,
He got trade. He told me he was on 3 teams. He on 3
That poor
teams
guy,
in a
man. He
matter
better
of-
keep all those hats.
Bro, listen.
3 teams in a matter of minutes.
Listen. You know what? I'm taking a step back because don't get me hyped up for a salary dump and future picks.
Right.
Case, man.
Right.
Do not
Right.
get me hyped up because they got rid of Kemba and Burks and Nerlens Noel for future picks. If that's what it's going to come down to. Let me take a step back for a second.
You smart. Yeah, that's the right idea, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Let's pump it a little bit. All right, so they got it off the Kemba contract.
Nah, man, I'm trying to go out the window.
Let's go, Al. Let's go.
I'm going out the window for this one. Let's go.
All right. Let me. I'm refreshing. I'm going Woj, Begley.
Imagine being Jalen Duren right now. You're 1 minute you're on Charlotte, the next minute you're on the Knicks, the next minute you're in Detroit.
Yeah.
Imagine that roller coaster of emotions.
Agbaji going to Cleveland.
Okay.
Agbaji going to Cleveland. Okay.
That's a great. That's perfect fit.
Yeah.
Perfect fit. I mocked him a bunch of times there. That's perfect.
I would have been interested to see if they would have taken Malachi.
Yeah,
that would have been a nice fit with them.
I would have
And
been interested in that.
we talked about like people dropping. We're seeing AJ Griffin. That's the dropper. That's the guy who's dropping.
All right. Oh man. This is crazy. All right, waiting patiently. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We had all the trivia and stuff lined up. We gotta wait. We need to wait until this thing is settled. What's going on?
Yeah, you were right, CP. It was just a salary dump.
Yeah, that's
We
what
just
I'm saying.
attached Kemba Walker to a deal. That was all. That was all it was.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta wait, man.
While Leon was on the phone trying to get his IV, he's like, "Oh, by the way, that deal you're doing, you want Kemba?"
Oh, fellas, we got 5,000 people in here. Let's go. Pandemonium.
Appreciate it's dope.
NBA draft watch party, Knicks draft watch along, Knicks fan therapy session, whatever you want to call it, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Let's get those likes up, people. Just to recap, the Knicks traded out of the 11th pick, swapping with this team, swapping with that team, have moved Kemba Walker to Detroit as part of these swaps, but we don't know the rest of the other parameters. We did hear earlier from Woj and Ian Begley that they're still trying to push for Jaden Ivey.
Yep.
What will happen? Let's see. Is that still in play, or are they just salary dumping and picking up future picks?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was also part of the offseason game plan, is shedding some of these vet contracts. Kemba specifically. Right. They are trying to get that, they are looking at trying to get Brunson still. Maybe, Kyrie has a long shot. So could this all just be for extra cap space?
Yeah, I mean, the deal, the finalized deal is not, all the details aren't out. It's just they keep, like Jeff was saying, they just keep bringing pieces and pieces to what that trade will ultimately be. So
refreshing. Nothing yet, people. We are refreshing. What is going on?
I agree. It's got to be that the final pieces have been yet to have been said. But man, if you got to trade Jalen Duren to get rid of Kemba Walker's contract, that's
not a good
tough pill.
That's not good. Yeah,
it's not a good swallow.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, I mean, it has to mean that they're going after Jalen, right? Brunson. That's.
I mean that
could either be Brunson, it could be Ivy.
It could be like Brunson being the plan B in that option.
Right.
Yeah.
Still trying to aggressively go after
Salary,
Ivy, but also clearing cap for Brunson.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah, it seems like a salary dump just to in case the Ivy stuff doesn't go through.
Yeah,
Brunson is plan B.
That's what I think it is. I think
that'll just cost. Yeah, I think we'll see what happens.
I think Brunson is certainly in the plans, and
yeah, that's what Mark Stein just said.
What's
essentially saying like that's essentially they're trying to go after Jalen Brunson. That's what they're doing. They're shedding
salary dump false alarm.
Yeah. They're shedding. Pistons are getting Jalen Duran, and the Knicks, more crucially for immediate free agency matters, are shedding Kemba Walker's salary to Detroit to help fund their free agent pursuit of Jalen Brunson.
Can I get a fancy Bleacher Report graphic, please, so I can see it all broken down? Thank you.
Oh man. Cardiac Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. This is us.
Man.
What? This is us, man. Telling you. You need a pacemaker to be a Knicks fan, because the thing it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, man. Well, let's see. Let's see. Oh man. Edgar, who we got on this 631 caller? Let's screen him. I think Edgar's having his own show on the switchboards. Edgar, let me know what that 631. I'm waiting for this person is for like 10 minutes. Edgar, let me know who that person is, man. Shout out to Lloyd Barker Rock Jr. 15 super chat says the suspense is killing me, CP. What's going on? The front office is causing me to drink. What's good, CK and Vanilla CP? Meaning Alex. Salute Lloyd Barker Rock Jr. Salute Lloyd Barker Rock Jr., man. $10 super chat from Xavier Brown says, Woj, Shams, and Ian in the same room working together on this release. Yeah. Oh, man, yeah.
I just need to know who we got back, at least in this trade. Because it can't just be Kemba going out. We can't get anybody back in return. There's got to be something going on.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a salary, just the dump salary. I don't know.
That's what it seems like. All right,
let's see. Seems like that's what it is.
I'm about to start looking up Sadiq Bey's contract.
Ooh, there you go. I love Sadiq.
Okay. Oh, so okay. So Charlotte ends up getting their center that they do want, Mark Williams.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Still nice.
Mark Williams.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
LaMelo and him will be some fun. That's fun. Yeah. Fun pick and roll they could do, and he could shoot it. I think I could buy his outside shooting. I know people. Yeah. Everything's around the rim with him, but I could buy him. He did. You see that a little bit, like a little shimmy, and then it'll fade away. He did some of that at Duke. I think he definitely expanded his game, but he rim running, he blocks everything. Big reason why Duke went to the Final Four last year.
And Woj saying true. Let's see. Pistons are sending the Hornets 2025 first-round pick via Milwaukee in the Duren trade. The Detroit got that pick from Portland in Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Tremendous coup for Detroit GM Troy Weaver to land two of his top targets in the draft. Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, going with Cade with the cost of only a future first-round pick. All right. Randy Savage, great name, $10 super chat. Jamaica Queens, $20 super chat says, I need Dolan to come out the rafters like Sting and clear out that brain trust. It might be on the way, man. It just might be on the way, ladies and gentlemen. Just might be on the way. Let's hear from some fans. Let's go to the Discord. Lions for Lambs. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Lions for Lambs. Lions for Lambs going once. All right, I don't think Lions for Lambs is ready, man. You guys gotta be ready when you call in. So we'll go back to the phones. Dan from LI, how you feeling, man?
CP, what's up? First of all, to everybody, good evening.
Mm-hmm.
CP, is this why we brought in the superstar CAA squad to bring in Brunson? Is this what it was about? Clearing all this cap space for Brunson? I'm sick, and I'm not typically one of the, as you know, I'm not one of those fans who loses his mind, but I'm sitting here like, I don't know what's going on. I'm absolutely floored by this. I mean, are we looking for youth? Are we not looking for youth? We don't even know what we traded for. I don't even know what we traded for. They're not announcing it. Why not? If it's not for the 5 pick, right? And it's not Ivy. So then what's going on? I don't know what the clear direction of the team is. I am very confused by it. This is year 3, and I'm just not sure what the ideal plan is. I really don't know. You know, I thought this was the year to make a move.
Yeah.
And I thought we were going in a youth direction, but I don't know, man. I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted by this evening. It's a very disappointing night, man. So my question is to the panel of experts there: who are we bringing home tonight? If anyone.
Yeah, man, that's a good question. That's a good question, Dan. Honestly, I do not know. You still got AJ Griffin sitting there. You got Malachi Branham. You got Beauchamp sitting there. You got Blake Wesley sitting there. Are they going to try to trade back up into the first round? Are they going to do that? You know, the Brunson pursuit was always going to be on the table, but we also looking for some young talent here. You know, this is a head scratcher. You know, did they pick up additional picks in next year's draft?
But is he the centerpiece though? Is he the centerpiece of the summer? I mean, not that. You know, I wouldn't know because Rose doesn't talk to the media. He doesn't talk to the fans. So I have no idea. But I'm just like, as a fan, I'm the schizophrenic moves by Leon's team here just don't make any sense to me, man. They just don't. And it's like, I don't get it. Is it a youth movement? Is it not a youth movement? You know, I we're playing Burks all last year. Now my man's hurt. Now we're going to shut him for stuff. I don't know. I'm throwing. Anyway, listen, I'm sorry for this.
Listen, there are more
I'm all
like
over
you.
the place, man. I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Listen, I think a lot of these 5,100 people in the chat would agree with you on this. The frustration is reasonable. I think the frustration is understandable and is reasonable, man. Definitely appreciate the call.
Yeah. Look, you take care, guys. Bye.
Yep, good to hear from you, man. My guy Dan from LI on the check-in, disappointed. It's a fan base looking for answers, man. They're looking for direction.
I think this panel's looking for direction. What's going on right now?
I'm lost. Yeah.
Honestly, like
AJ and all their guys are gone.
To Atlanta. That man is going to be torching the Nets with Trey off the pick and roll.
This will be a disappointing.
They got another wing. Who
Yeah,
knows?
they took Jalen Johnson last year from Duke.
Jalen Johnson, so they're stacking up on wings. I think they're going to make a move.
Yeah, they have the pieces to and some contracts to get some.
I wonder if they try to go get Beal. I was always thinking Beal.
That's been the hot thing going around is Beal.
Yeah, like last 2 years, I'm like, yo, the Hawks have the depth.
Yeah.
Because they're not going anywhere with that team, but they have the depth of young talent to package up and go get a star.
Yeah.
You know, because like you said, they drafted Jalen Johnson last year.
Yeah. And they got Sharif in the second last year, a guard. Yeah. So they got pieces.
They still got Herter. And now they go AJ Griffin. All right. Well, so we've seen some optimism in the chat. Some people say it's not over. Other people say,
oh man.
CK, how you feeling, man? Anything on the Twitter wire? Are we refreshed?
No, nothing. Just a lot more an extension of our chat. A lot of fire going on in Twitter right now.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad out there.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Yeah, just from what I'm gathering, it's looking like we might get that 2025 pick. That's part of that deal. But it's not confirmed, but it's looking like that's what's coming our way in that trade.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put the pieces together. Like, it's like the whole salary cap thing, but like
they want Bronny. That's why they're trying to go all in on Bronny in 2025.
That's what it is. Bron or bust. We're gonna have him for one of these years.
Yeah, we're gonna get some type of LeBron.
Yeah,
in New York.
Oh,
right. Yeah, I'm just trying to put it all together, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
Well, look.
So what's next picks we have?
40
seconds.
42, I think.
Hang on.
42, yeah. So
42.
90 seconds.
Let me refresh the phones there. 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's
absolutely sick. You know, we'll let the shot clock
go back to Detroit.
We'll let the shot clock on the switchboard run out, and then I'll take these calls, and then we'll reset the phones for the rest of the people that want to participate. We do have an all-time viewership record, people.
Hey.
Let's go.
Yes.
Salute, man.
Yes.
We have over 5,400 people on the chat right now. Welcome to Knicks Fan TV, number one show for the fans by the fans. If you're here to listen to the watch long, listen to the picks and analysis, you're here. Welcome. If you're here to hear Knicks fans whining and complaining about the lack of direction of their team, you're also welcome because you're getting a little bit of that as well. It just is what it is, man. Just disappointing so far, but we're still waiting. We are still waiting. 5,400 on the check-in. All right, let me wait till I get to the 10-second mark, and then I'll get to a call. Houston back on the clock at number 17. Woj says they're looking at Tari Eason to add to the
10
mix.
seconds.
So they're going wing heavy right now to add with Jalen Green and who's the other kid? Segun is getting highly touted up there in Houston. So interesting mix that they're trying to add there.
Yeah, they need some defense if they get Tari.
Sure. Let's go to Lions for Lambs on the switchboard. Lions for Lambs. What's good?
What's going on, yo?
Yeah, what's your name? Where you tapping in from, bro?
Yeah, this what's Lions, yo? I'm coming from Charlotte, but by way of Brooklyn. What's going on?
Yeah, you sound tight, my guy. Talk to us, man. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm a little tight because here's the thing. Number one, there's no real point guards that we could have picked. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Ivey's a good point guard, but he don't pick his head up. He don't run an offense. He get hurt, it's over. He is no longer serviceable as a point guard for us. Even though that's the fact, I don't understand why Spike was hugging him. So at the end of the day, I think we're going to pick him up.
Okay, so you're still keeping hope alive. All right. No doubt.
But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the way I'm looking at it, we didn't need Johnny Davis. He's another point forward. He's another like what we got.
What do you think he's like? RJ?
Number 6, Barrett. He's another Barrett. We need a point guard to run the offense, and there's nobody out there, and there's nobody in free agency. We kind of stuck. So only thing we could have did something with is a 2 guard to take what's his name spot, our starting shooting guard. We had AJ. We doing all right.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
Yeah.
Let's go to Icewater and BK. Icewater, how you feeling?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Join the club.
No idea.
Talk to us, Icewater, man. Talk to us, man.
I'm sitting here numb, man. I'm like, I don't know what the hell. Yo, obviously Leon Rose is taking a page from Phil Jackson and just like, yo, we're not going to let you know what we're doing at any point in time, and we don't care what you think about it. Apparently this is what's going on. I mean, Jalen Brunson, you're making all of these moves for Jalen Brunson? You can't be. I just, hiring Tibbs should have gave everybody a window of what Leon Rose and his staff wanted to do. They just want to get people that they're comfortable with, that they know. Because if you want to get Jalen Brunson to run, you want to start Jalen Brunson? I don't. Well, look, I don't understand what's going on. I am just flabbergasted. Right
yeah,
now. I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hear you, man.
Sorry that I'm not.
No, it's all good, Icewater. It's all good. It's that time of night right now. Look, Brunson's not a bad player. I don't think he's a bad player. It is at what price? Now, to get out of Kemba's $9 million because he's been so washed and he had a terrible season, you want to tell me you had to put a number 13 pick on that? That's heavy. So that means, I mean, they're clearly trying to free up some cap here. Is it for Kyrie? Is it for Brunson? But it seems like they put that pick on top of getting Kemba's $9 million off the books.
And then Woj just updated that Kemba and the Pistons are expected to discuss a contract buyout.
Yeah,
allow him to become a free agent. I mean, we all saw it.
Mm-hmm. All right, good luck to him.
I'll be disappointed if we just move the first round pick just to all we do this offseason is get Jalen Brunson, that's a pretty disappointing offseason.
Or even imagine, I don't want to be ultimate Debbie Downer, or imagine we miss out on Jalen Brunson and we came out of the draft with nothing.
Oh my God.
With nothing but cap space again.
Cap space.
Nothing but cap space.
Yep.
Woof.
Our best friend.
I like Jalen Brunson, but you can't. It's hard to sell me just on Jalen Brunson.
I'm sorry, me too. Yeah.
All right, back to the phones, man. Let's hear from the people, man. Swade from Yonkers. Talk to us, man. What's good? Swade going once. All right, I think we lost Swade. Okay. Let's get to Ari in here, man. Let's turn the fire up. Ari, let's go.
Bring him in.
Yo, what up, guys?
Let's go.
Dude, what? Like, all right, man. So I'm gonna fuck right now. So let me rock, CP. Give me
let's go. Listen, we got 5,500 people in the chat. Let's go, man. Introduce him to Ari from Manhattan. Let him know.
All right, so basically, I was told last offseason that the Knicks had a good offseason because they brought back continuity and they got team-friendly deals for Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, Nerlens Noel, Kemba Walker. And I was told that they were team-friendly deals and that we were good because we're building continuity. Now the Knicks are using their assets that we've sacrificed so much for to get off those team-friendly contracts to clear cap space for Jalen Brunson, who just so happens to be the godson of the president of basketball operations for the Knicks, CAA related. Rick Brunson just got hired. This is literally a shakedown, bro. This is literally, dude, what's going on right now? James Dolan is the guy, right? He's like your friend who has a lot of money and he wants to pop bottles at the club. And Tibbs, Leon Rose, Worldwide West, Steve Stout, they're the guys that don't even like him, but they go hang out with him just so they can drink off the bottle, bro. They're taking this guy's money to take care of their family. That's what's going on right now. They have no desire whatsoever, to win for a championship, bro. We have 8 guys or 7 guys under the age of 25, and we decide to trade our assets, our young assets, draft picks, to make a win now move for a guy who's never made an all-star team in his entire life, who you're literally buying at the highest point of value in his entire career. You're buying at the high point right now. To literally bring in a non-difference maker. It's absurd, okay? It's absurd, all right? Another thing I want to say, all right? Okay, on March 9th, I have the day right here. On March 9th, after the Knicks won 3 games in a row, on March 9th, after the Knicks won 3 games in a row against Dallas, an hour and 12 minutes into that episode, I talked about how we were going to regret winning these 3 games in a row. We were going to regret winning 7 out of the last 10 games after we were legitimately mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Mathematically eliminated. We won 7 out of 10 games, all right, which ended up dropping us to 11. Johnny Davis goes number 10, okay? Literally, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know that's going to happen to that guy, right? Okay? All for Deuce McBride to build winning freaking habits, okay, dude? Like, let's think with our brains for a second, all right? This is freaking crazy, all right? We have a developmental team, and we're clearing cap space from the team-friendly deals, trading our assets. We traded a first-round pick to dump $9 million? Crazy?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That's kind of
absurd. I wouldn't do that for anyone. I wouldn't do that for anyone outside of Giannis. Like, this team is not ready to compete. Why are we making a win now move?
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. And also, last thing I'll say before I get off, that episode in Dallas.
Yeah.
All right. I got slaughtered. Staffadon, sorry.
Ari
say
never
sorry.
forgets.
Ian Felix, say sorry. Deadly Sarmation. I see
sorry,
you in the chat.
Ari.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ari. Man, he wants.
Jared Dowell, Digital Magical, Michael.
He's calling out people from that episode. He's calling out people from the chat from that episode. Listen to this.
Apologize to me, all right? The guy who said trade Julius Randle when his stock was high. I'm the one who always gets like, dumped on. Ridiculous, man. I don't even want to talk anymore, bro. This is retarded. It's stupid.
Drops.
Good night.
Drops the mic on him. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, you just heard Ari from Manhattan, man. It's happening. Rate that call in the chat, man. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash. Throw some tomatoes. 5 being fire. Throw some fire emojis in there. Look, man. Right now, I enjoy debating with Ari on these topics. I definitely have all the last season, but look, man, if this Kemba deal, you want to tell me you had to shed $9 million and you gave up a lottery pick to do that? That, like I said, I don't mind Brunson, but it's at what price to go get him? That I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Nah, Ari had a point. Like we should not be trading lottery picks to dump $9 million to go
because
all
he had no
in.
papers, bro. He's washed. Yeah. He's washed. They gave him a 2-year guaranteed deal.
I would have rather like the Knicks draft somebody and then buy out Kemba rather than just attach a lottery. And now we don't have a lottery. We don't have a lottery pick. Don't even know if we're gonna get back in the first round. All right now that we have is a 42nd pick. And if this is just to clear $25 million in cap space, because that's what Jake Fisher reported, Knicks are trying to clear $25 million in cap space to get Brunson.
That's
right.
Jake Fisher did report that earlier this week.
That I like Brunson. Like I said, I like Brunson, but just to get Brunson,
not to go overpay.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Not just that. It's also who the lottery pick was. I mean, I know Jalen Duren was falling, but this dude is 6'11". I know he's got to be close to 250, 18 years old. I'm pretty sure he was a top 3 recruit coming out of high school. Like, wow. Damn, man. Like, I'm a little speechless. I'm just holding out hope that there's something left, coming out in terms of the moves that are going to be made.
That's all we could do. That's all we could do right now, man. CK, your thoughts on the fire of Ari? He went into the archives. He went into my archives, pulled out chats, names in the chats that were going at him. Ari
into the timestamp. The timestamp.
Yeah,
you could tell it wasn't on his phone. Like he wrote that thing down with a pen and paper. Like that he had that list prepared. Now respect. Because I hate to say, but like Alex was saying, like you're right. I agree with that. Like that. It really is a smack in the face of what we thought was going on last season. Now you have to include draft picks to get rid of some of these contracts. And Kemba Walker's isn't even the worst of the contracts that we need to get rid of.
That's like the easiest.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell is well going to cost?
Yeah, it's just not a good look, and it really feels like that's the end. Like we really aren't going to come away with anything. We drafted money for a player that it already sounded like he was re-signing with the Mavericks. I mean, it's not set in stone, but it really, I don't think we're going to get Jalen Brunson. Even if we were going to get Jalen Brunson, I don't see it being worth it. So, yeah, I was never against Ari, so you're not going to get an apology out of me, and I did not hear my name on the list, so you're not going to get an apology out of me. But I mean, he wasn't all the way wrong.
Oof. Dalen Terry goes to the Bulls at 18. Timberwolves on the clock at 19. Here's what we're going to do. I know a lot of people want to call us up. Not yet. I got to reset the switchboards. I'm going to do that after we get to Hector from Harlem. So Hector from Harlem, what's going on?
Oh, first off, y'all better give that thumbs up to CP.
Yeah.
The only voice of the orange and blue.
We got 5,800 people in here. We need to get up to 5,000 likes. Everybody in the chat right now, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that like button. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Let's go.
That's a fact. And I wanted to say before I get started, CP, I wanted to congratulate you, bro. I heard about the news about a month ago. I know I haven't called in a couple months. Wanted to congratulate you personally, man, and all your future endeavors, man.
Thank you, bro. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, for sure. But as far as the draft, man, I think you guys know that it's always this type of night, this time of the year, where we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going on. And I got to tell y'all, it doesn't surprise me. Going off of what Ari said, and actually a couple callers said,
So basically, we essentially attached our draft pick to get rid of Kemba, but now we have no pick at all in general in the first round. And we're doing all this to clear cap space for a guy that me personally, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of, but CP, we've been discussing this for a year now, bro. If we don't get that franchise point guard, this team is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And like Alex said, Jalen is talented. Don't get me wrong. And all the signs are there. We hired his dad, Rick Brunson, to be a new assistant coach. And basically, it looks like the signs are there like, oh, we're going to try to go after Jalen. But in my opinion, he's not the answer neither, bro. Jalen Ivey, I know everybody's been fiending over him. Ty Washington. You heard the guys, AJ Griffin. Me personally, I didn't have a problem going in trading the pick, but if this is what we were doing and planning to do the entire time, bro, I'm in question marks, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know how the future of this team is looking, man. I really don't. At this point, I'm really scared. And you really want to know what's concerning me right now? At this point, I don't even care about the draft. Honestly, I don't even want to lose. I'm not even looking at the draft anymore. I hope we don't lose Johnny Bryant. That's my concern, honestly.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to leave it at that, man. I want to know what you guys think heading forward into the fall. And it's great talking to y'all, man.
Appreciate it, man. You know, one of the things I spoke on, and I don't remember who was with, it might have been with Ian Begley, is that on one of the shows, you know, the fans want to know the direction of the team, man. We need to know the direction of the team. And what I said was, even if we don't take a swing on Ivy, we should, if that wasn't the play, if we couldn't get there, you dump the vets, you make the selection at 11, and you go full youth. Yeah. You go full youth. Yeah, you still try to dump the vets, and okay, you want to try to get Brunson a reasonable cost, yeah, but not putting assets to dump them. Not putting assets on that. You know, go through the youth. Let them get the burn. Let them get the experience. Let them take their lumps. And then maybe we're in the top 5 of the lottery and not the bottom in what next year will be what they say is one of the better drafts in some time. They're all stuck. They're all over the place, man.
They're stuck.
We're in no man's land right now.
Yep.
We are in no man's land right now.
We're in the middle, and that's the worst place to be in the NBA. In the middle.
Yes.
You rather either be in the bottom like we're Houston, because look, Houston, they were bad for a lot of years, Detroit, but now there's hope, right? They made some good picks, and now there's hope. Now, when you're stuck in the middle, that is the legit worst spot, because you have no. Are you going to go left? Are you the team that won 42 games and made the top 4 seed, or are you the team from last year? So now you're stuck, and you're like, okay, what direction do we go? Do we go with the youth? Do we go, with the vets? They're stuck right now, and then not knowing what they just did, like, it even just makes everything more chaotic. And it's like, now we're going to go back to the LOL Knicks and be, people are going to laugh. They're already laughing. You just look at Twitter, it's already bad. So it's like, what direction are they going in? Have Noka? And I don't know. We brought in Leon. He has all these connections, Worldwide West, and like nothing has been done really. And it's very disappointing right now.
Super disappointing. Super disappointing.
What direction? Like, what direction do you want to go? Like, do they even know what direction do they want to go? They're like,
what are we doing, man?
I don't know.
I mean, it's right in front of them, but they're not going to choose to go that direction as long as Tom Thibodeau is our head coach, because he's always going to be wanting to make a push for the playoffs, even if it's something that's not going to be attainable for what we have right now.
Exactly.
So it's just
that was the issue with Tibbs. When you hire him, he's going to want to win. But did you have the roster that is in win now mode? Like, to me, that was the biggest thing.
Thank you for using
answer is no.
Or you had to force his hand to play the youth. Like, that's the whole point of like what we're saying. Like, we've talked about this even during the season where you had to pull back, CP already mentioned, you got to pull back some of the vets, let the kids play, and just force Tom Thibodeau's hands. And as of right now, it just, Chris, as you said, it's staying in the middle. It's like kind of like the Orlando Magic years where they kept being the perennial 7th, 8th seed, and you just, that's not where you want to be. You just hover between 7, 8, 11, and You just got to go youth. Like this, we have too many young kids on this team that they're not
Good
getting
ones,
enough
too.
playing time. Exact, and good ones too. That they're not getting enough playing time. Like one, they better be getting playing time this upcoming season. But the fact that we're not even taking anyone this year, if Johnny Davis was their guy, like you could have traded up to go get him if you liked him. Like it couldn't have been that much more to go up just one pick or even 2 picks in front if that is someone that you really want. This is, like I said, if it's just Jalen Brunson this offseason, terrible.
That's
disgusting.
That's not a needle mover. It's not going to make us significantly better. So it's like
it'll
and like you
stabilize the
mentioned-
team.
Yeah, but like you mentioned Detroit, like Detroit went through those years, they were like the 8th seed, but they kept getting swept. But they finally realized, okay, does this do us anything getting swept every year at being an 8th seed? Like, and then they said, all right, we're just gonna get rid of all these contracts and just restart. And the Knicks are just stuck. Like, do we really want to restart? Like they're scared. I don't know if they're scared to do the whole rebuild thing because they're afraid. I don't know.
There has to be something else, man. Has to be something else. Give me 1 second. Let me restart the phones. Give me 1 second real quick. Edgar, we're going to restart the phones here. I'm just going to turn this down so it doesn't come out on the show. And Daniel, you can come back to me on the solo. I'll do a quick reset. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP the Franchise here. Welcome to KnicksFanTV, the #1 show for the fans by the fans. This is our NBA draft watch along / Knicks draft party / what the hell are the Knicks doing therapy session. 5,600 people in the chat, man. Let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Call us up with your draft. Take 657-383-1509 is the number to call. And while we get the switchboard warmed up, let me get to the Discord and start taking some calls on the Discord. Okay. Weasel, we're gonna start with you first, man. Weasel, go ahead and unmute your mic, bro. You good now, bro?
You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. Let's go.
CP, what is going on, bro? What?
Your guess is as good as mine, man. Malachi Branham going to the Spurs. Malachi Branham to the Spurs. Your guess is as good as mine, bro. We still waiting to see what's going on.
This is my thing. There's like not even a hint as to what's happening. Like when it came through all the tweets, it's madness. This one's going here, this one's going there, and then you find out that it's for Brunson. Is what I'm picking up from this, and I know it says that Spurs are on the clock, but Leon's on the clock for me, bro. Leon Rose is on the clock. It's too much unknown. We don't even know what he's thinking. We don't even talk to him. CAA is like, came in big hype. We're going to make all these moves. He's in with the players, Worldwide West. And what have we done? We've traded a first-round pick for Kemba to be off the books.
Got unreal, man.
CAA can't accomplish anything from now on for me. I don't want to hear nothing about no CAA, no Leon Rose. And then worst part about it is we got to watch Davis go one ahead of us. The guard that, we're kind of looking at. And it just reminds you of Curry. We watch Curry go cement his legacy as a top player in the league, win another championship after all that. 1 pick ahead of the Knicks, got drafted. And now here we are. Johnny Davis goes 1 pick ahead of us. And then we don't even pick. We ship it for Kemba Rose to come off the books.
Can't make it up, bro. There has to be more, man. There has to be more. We still haven't figured out what they got out of this draft.
I hope we got a haul
get out of this draft besides trading Kemba Walker.
It makes literally there's no sense. No sense in it.
Nah.
And shout out to Ari. I heard when Ari got on and he was talking about, the 3 games and we should have traded Randall. I completely agree with him on that. We should have traded Randall, but the winning the 3 games, winning culture and all that, like I can't agree with that. We should have won them games because what that actually uncovered and actually did for us, I feel like, is it put pressure because everything we've been saying about play the kids, give Obi a shot, so on and so forth, it showed that maybe on our side, we knew what we was talking about. Why can't they see? Why can't they understand we got to give the kids some burn?
And
so it's applied pressure.
It was said, Tibbs kind of regretted not getting Obi in there. I mean, it's tough, but for the tanking people, you're just not realistic in thinking that, Ryan Arcidiacono and Aaron Hunt are going to be running 40 minutes of a ball. Like you got to be you're out of your mind. Obi was running and gunning. Quickly was running and gunning. RJ was doing the thing. Your young guys were helping you win games. It's either you're good enough or you're not good enough. In 2019, when they got RJ, they were terrible.
Right.
They were terrible. They got him because they earned it. They weren't a good team. Right now, they're just stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
They're just stuck in the middle.
It's crazy.
Yes.
And then the cap space thing, I don't clearing up cap space. Forget it being about Brunson. Like, don't we got to pay Mitch too? And we could have had Jalen Duran. We could have let Mitch go. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Take care.
All right, man. My guy Weasel on the check-in. Yeah, very, very confusing. Let's go to India, man. My guy Ashwin always comes with that fire. Let's go to India, man. We're all over the world right now. Ashwin, go ahead and unmute your mic when you can hear us. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Ashwin, go.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. Let's go.
Hi guys, good morning. So I just woke up and when I saw everybody's faces, then I thought, well, shit went down, I suppose. And apparently it has. Apparently it has. So like everyone is saying that the front office and Thibs are not together, like in their decisions, but apparently they are. So we are not going young, right? So with whatever the things have happened, and we are going for Jalen Brunson supposedly. Like Jalen Brunson is not exactly a rookie or something. Like it's not his first or second year. Like he has already been to semifinals. So basically, I don't think they are gonna try to trade Randall or anything. They will get in Jalen Brunson. They will probably lose Mitch, and then they will try to go for the win now thing, and it's not gonna happen. And we'll all be watching Randall iso ball and lose the ball every time, and that's gonna happen. Worst case scenario, they will try to bring in Russell Westbrook or something. They will spin us all around. We will think we are going from Brunson or Kyrie or something, and then they will bring in Russell Westbrook and make it more complicated.
Yeah,
I got no hopes, man. But even if anything happens, if Randall is there, I just can't watch the next season, man. It's
hang in there, man. Well, we appreciate you tapping in with us, man, from all the way across the world in India, man. That's the main thing. We got you a Knicks fan in India, man. But definitely appreciate the call, Ashwin. Good morning out there. My man is waking up to all this disappointment. So go ahead and carry on with your day, man. Don't worry about it. Let's go here. All right, Ian Begley saying Kemba Walker will be sent to the Pistons by the Knicks in a deal that landed Jalen Duran in Detroit. If the deal is complete, New York sheds Walker's 2022-23 salary, but needs to essentially attach a first-round pick to do it.
First-round picks, I believe, for Dieng.
Yeah, I just saw that graphic too.
Multiple first-round picks, no details.
They just ran a graphic on ESPN that said we're getting multiple first-round picks.
Yeah, that's what Woj said in the beginning.
Yeah, Mike Borkenoff of The Athletic just said Knicks get 3 conditional first-round picks in their deal with the Thunder.
Wow.
When?
What years, though? That's the thing.
Right.
We're still waiting on that.
Ain't this year.
Bagley said Knicks are not getting number 30 pick from OKC tonight. They presumably will receive the future picks from Thunder. So no picks from the Thunder for this year. Just getting 3 though.
But those things are probably heavily protected.
They have to be. Why would they can't, especially for next year? Yeah.
You're dealing with Presti, though. Those things are protected.
Yeah.
He's not giving that up.
Nah. Those are definitely lottery protected.
Yeah, 100%. All right, who else we got on the Discord here? Okay, I'm gonna queue up King Bowser on the Discord, and while we get King Bowser ready, let's go to Seth from BK. Seth, how you feeling, man?
I've been better, guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, same here, bro. What's going on?
So the point of my call is I want to take you guys down history lane for a little bit because I think it really
epitomizes the rot.
Well, we
in the
need
Knicks organization.
we need rapid fire though. So we can take it as no, get your points in, but we need rapid fire.
The point is that the New York Knicks have not had a legitimate general manager search where they looked outside the organization with someone that has experience in basketball operations since Donnie Walsh. Walsh is fired. Grunwald is hired. Interim hire. Grunwald fired. Promoted Steve Mills, has no experience as an executive. Mills fired. Phil Jackson brought in. No experience as an executive. Jackson fired. Mills, who failed, put back in. Mills fired. Scott Perry is hired as his wingman, but he's not the man in charge. And then they're cleared out for Leon Rose, who was an agent and has absolutely no connection to NBA front offices, minus being a free agent. The Knicks have a bunch of resources as an organization. Why have they not put $10 to $20 million and go to R.C. Bruford or go to Scott Pressey, go to one of these leading executives in the league with experience and a track record and recruit them to New York? Why do the Knicks consistently hire individuals who have no experience or their internal hires that are part of the problem to begin with? We have no competent management over a decade, and it's the same pattern over and over again. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You have the most resources in terms of finances. Get a top-level executive with experience and a track record.
This guy's dropping bars. Seth BK going in right now with the flamethrower. I like that call. That's a 5-star call tonight.
All facts too. Yep.
Really, throw 5 in chat tonight for Seth, man. That was a great call. In rapid fire time.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, he did well, man.
Don't apologize. Do not apologize.
Nah,
that's a call of the night, man. So far, it's a call of the night.
I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, man. Definitely appreciate it, man. That was a good call, man. 5-star call. 5-star call. And goes back to the man at the top. So far, not again hiring the wrong people. So far, this is year 3 going for Leon. Not looking good. I'm a guy. I stay patient with a lot of things. When they draft these kids, I wait. I evaluate. I give them a chance. I always look at the potential. I start up my hives and everything. I was a hive for every single play on this team until they prove me wrong. Same thing with the front offices. I give them a chance. But so far with Leon, I mean, it's just not looking good, man.
I truly believe, and I'm probably gonna get called crazy, but I truly believe if this team actually committed to the rebuild, I bet you this front office would be a lot better than what they are. Because it just seems like they make the moves, they might make the right decisions, but then they don't go all the way in on what they should continue to do. It's like last year is a perfect example. Moving back when a guy that they want in Quentin Grimes is available, move back, get him, but also get another piece. But then the season begins and these guys aren't really getting the minutes until the end of the season. And you see when they play how well that they do end up playing on the floor if they just got some minutes. So I like I said, I know I'm gonna get killed for that, but I really feel, and it all goes back to just sitting in the middle. And I think that is ultimately becoming our demise with this front office. I think if they just committed to the rebuild, I think we'd be having a different kind of conversation. Not saying we'd have Jaden Ivey or nothing like that, but I think we'd be having a different conversation.
Well, the thing is, it was understandable too when they brought everybody back, right? First time with continuity in a while since the Melo 2012, 2013, 2014 season where they actually brought most of the team back. So it made sense, right? You do well, you bring them back, you want to see if you can go again. But when you started to see that there needed to be a shakeup with this roster, and it wasn't just benching Kemba, like the team needed more to be shooken up, like different rotations, better distribution of minutes, right? Like that's what we're looking for. And that nothing happened, and as you said, CK, until the end of the season. That's more of the frustration though, is that we watched a product that we watched. Like we didn't have to listen to tips, we didn't have to watch all this when we watched every single game and we saw what was happening every single game. It was the same thing over and over and over again. That's why we're asking for the kids to play. It wasn't for the fact that, that we thought we just had to tank midway through the season. It was like, oh, maybe Grimes, because he's playing top defense, could add some jolt into the starting rotation. quickly. Let's see what he can do with Randall, just to give some offense, because Kemba's not doing it. He's improved his defense. That's all we're asking for. We didn't get that. But now it's just, I said that we're hedging our bets, and this is continuously hedging our bets. And this is where we are right now. Just mediocrity.
And fans calling this the call of the year. Seth from BK dropping bars, man. Jared and Gamble, let's clip that up for YouTube and our reels for tomorrow. That was a good one. That was definitely a good call. Great call. Let me salute some of the super chats that have come in. Shout out to Jules the Walker, sends us a South Korean super chat. South Korean wine, I believe that is the denomination. It says if they're stockpiling picks, my guess is DeJounte. Well, we could only wish, sir. Right now, doesn't look that fruitful. Doesn't look to be that. We could only hope. LaJuan Williams says we are here for the record watch. Congrats. Yeah, man. Record watch, man. We cracked 5,000.
That's what's up. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's dope.
We cracked 5,000. So great job, everybody, for tuning in. Share these videos, man. Share these videos. This is how we tap into the algorithm. Hitting that like button, hit the subscribe button, and sharing these videos, no question, is how we get it done. Jeremy Maynards is trying to decide whether this is stupid or sad. Maybe we get Zach LaVine or Miles Bridges in free agency. Okay. Will Notes, $20 super chat, says this might be the worst draft in recent Knicks history. Shout out to Gamba. He says he's been editing the top 20 plays for 2 months. Gonna cry in the car.
I did a whole show pertaining to the 11th pick, and it's like, oh, guess not. The shows, the mad research, like, all right, at least this guy drops, this guy will be in. And it's like,
we had the whole Q&A series. We had everybody. We had Barlow. We had everybody.
Yeah. I'm asking draft dudes, y'all, you think, what are you hearing about the 11th? They're like, oh, they could trade. Like, all right, trade down. Okay, I can see. Nothing.
Out of the entire draft.
I did all that research for nothing, man. Just to
can't make it up.
No, it's crazy.
Can't make it up. Good times. Good times.
It's life as a Knicks fan, man. People just
man.
People only knew, man.
Latte, $10 super chat says just joined. What did we do so far? Nothing.
Nobody tell him.
You didn't
nobody tell him. Nobody tell him.
Don't tell him.
You didn't miss anything, but thanks for the super chat. Game of the part again, $10 super chat cuts his cardiac nick in mid-season form.
It's crazy, man. Like, I got a guy on my network he's a Warriors fan. I'm just like, that's that feeling of knowing that every year, like they had 2 years off where they took off, all right, whatever, and then they just won a championship. Like, it's just that feeling like we want to get there, but it's like we just make it so difficult. The front office just keeps making it difficult year in and year out, and then we get a little bit of hope 2 years ago, a little bit. It's like, oh, maybe, and then right back to reality, back down to reality. And they keep killing the fans, and then they get mad. Like, people get mad at Knicks fans, like, oh, why they act like this? But it's like we keep getting hurt every year. It's that pain. I don't think people like it's tough. Like, and you see all these teams with having success, and it's like we just can never get it right. That's the frustrating part. Can never get it right. Even if we do get it right for 1 year, like 2013, get to the second round, then 7 years later, we don't make the playoffs. Like,
it's our own fault. Like I said, we be stepping on our own toes.
Exactly.
So I'm looking at Rod Boone on Twitter, who he covers the Hornets for the Observer, and he just broke down the Jalen Duran deal. So the Hornets' compensation for Jalen Duran is the 2023 Denver first-round pick, the 2023 Knicks second-round pick, the 2023 Utah second-round pick, the 2023 Dallas/Miami second-round pick, most favorable, and the 2024 Knicks second-round pick, all for Jalen Duran. A lot of second-rounders, one first-rounder.
Feel like two names I'm holding out somewhat of hope for. I know Chris likes one of these guys, but Jaden Hardy's still on the board, Marjon Beauchamp. I mean, once you start seeing those guys come off, because we've already seen some of the Knicks beat writers say that as of right now, the Knicks do not have a first-round pick. It doesn't seem like they're going to get one, but obviously they would have to trade into to get one. I keep thinking about, them being really serious about moving off contracts. Burks and Noel are the other two contracts that we've heard
Especially
rumored.
Noel.
I guess maybe that's a possibility, but there just doesn't seem to be a lot
I don't know,
of
Jeff.
hope for
I
right
don't
now.
know. Yeah, there's no hope. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, a trade back into the first round to get like Hardy would be something I would, like I said, I'm big on Hardy, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking at all. So it's hard to even figure
Both are
out.
about to go to the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, look, this whole thing is it's still fluid, man. We still don't have all the answers, man.
Somber. It's very somber right now. It's
question.
like a funeral. Like it's crazy. It's just crazy how they could suck the life out. Like just so excited about today, and then like there was like a little part of us like, all right, there's something good gonna happen, and then of course.
I
nothing.
mean, listen, again, we know that they are trying to clear up the space. That was always going to be a goal of this offseason. It's just for what? And they picked up additional draft picks for what? What are they trying to do? So let's see. Clearly, they're not interested in this draft, so they're going to punt. And we'll see what they do at 42. But I mean, look, they do have a lot of young players that they have to figure out. This is why they should have been playing. This is why they should have been being evaluated. Who should be here? Who do we need to consolidate? How do we need to consolidate? So it's head scratcher, man. Definite head scratcher. All right, let's get to the Discord. Oh, King Bowser on the Discord. King Bowser, unmute your mic.
What's up, CP? You hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. What's good?
Hey, how you doing, man? What are we doing, man? What's the direction? Like, can we get some direction? Can we get Leon up there to say something?
Yeah.
He's like an overlord, like just letting his minions like do all the work and not doing nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. Like, all right, so what's the one thing this front office has done well the last 3 years? It's pick players in the draft that we can use to play, right? That can give us something. Even though Tibbs won't give them a run, but when they do run, you get to see that they have something there. They're NBA players. They're role players. They come off the bench. They give you scoring. They give you defense. They give you 3-point shooting, right? Why are we shooting ourselves in the foot and not even like making a selection this year? What are we doing? Are we putting all our chips in for next year? Like, I don't know.
It's like I said, it's all up in the air, man. They're going for cap space. They acquired more draft picks. What did they get? We'll see. And what are they going for? We will see. We don't have that answer, man.
It's just, we get so excited for this night, right? Because this is all we got. This is all we got to get excited about. Like, they haven't given us nothing. They gave us a fluky season, with the 4th seed, right?
Yeah.
They gave us something. We were so excited. We won one game, CP. One game.
Yeah.
That was it. That's like the last 10 years we've had one exciting game, the playoffs.
Sad
state
of affairs, man.
And this is what we get excited for. We were excited for the future, and they just I guess this year they just took it away from us. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what they're trying to do, and nobody in that front office says anything. I mean, can we get something?
Yeah.
Nobody says nothing.
Appreciate the call, man. Oh, man. When it rains, it pours, man. Doug Bray on the Discord. Doug Bray, you're up next. What's good? Doug Bray, go ahead and unmute your mic. Doug going once. All right, Doug. He's speechless. Okay, so Doug's out of there. Let's go. Keon the Creator. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Keon the Creator. Keon going once. All right, we lost Keon. All right, so we'll go to the phones. Get to some more people here. Let's go to Anthony from the BX. Anthony, what's going on?
What's good, my boy?
How you
Tapping in from the Bronx.
Let's go.
I just wanted to talk about, besides Brunson, I know everybody's big on Brunson. Well, not that big, but, you know, besides Brunson, y'all don't think we could go after Colin Sexton?
I don't think they're interested in him.
I mean, I feel like that's just now, but once Brunson is off the table, I feel like that's somebody we could look at.
Potentially. Just from what we've heard, there wasn't much interest in him. That was earlier when the offseason kicked off. Didn't seem like the contract talks between him and the Cleveland Cavaliers were that far off. You know, from what I had read, based on research earlier, it seems like they were interested in bringing him back. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Tom from Huntington. Tom, what's going on?
First of all, salute to the chat. Salute to the panel.
Let's go.
Salute to Manscaped, even though I'm going to have to order a new one after I broke it a little while ago. You know how that goes. I feel how you guys look. And I'm totally confused. I feel like it was like the season ending when Sopranos ended. Like I'm like, did the lights go out? Like I don't understand. Like what's going on here? Like why am I even watching this? And first of all, thank you for having a show tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it.
If you didn't have a show, I don't know what I'd be like howling out the window. Like I really don't even know what to do at this point. Like we basically doubled down on a mistake. I mean, I know we got. I saw that we're getting some picks. Hopefully, they're not in 2050 when RJ's retired or something. Like it just goes back to like where I don't know where we're going with this. You know, we keep leaning on free agency. Free agency has never worked for us. When's the last good free agent we had? With Julius, and you know how that worked out.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just like I said. I'm trying to stay positive. I don't even know. I miss Ousmane Dieng. I wish he was still here. You know, of course, look out for him. And at this point, I mean, what do we do? Like, I mean, I don't think listen, and I like Brunson. I'm not going to, crap on Brunson. It's not that guy's fault. But it's like he's not the answer. We need more things. We need more talent. We need athleticism.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, where's that coming from? Watch whoever picks before us at 41. They're gonna probably pick like Kai Soto, and he becomes like a Hall of Famer too. Like we just haven't had the person doing. They're gonna have to fix it, you know. But anyway, rapid fire. Thank you for doing everything you do. You already know, best show hands down.
My
All right,
God.
I'll talk to you guys soon, man. All
Tom
right,
from
keep your heads
Huntington.
up.
Appreciate it, man. Always, man. Always. You know, we are here. We are here still. And again, it's still a glimmer of hope. What are they doing this to do? What are they doing this to accomplish? Obviously, there is an end game here.
Blake Wesley.
I just hope it's not, Jalen Brunson type of end game.
It looks like we do have we got Shams Charania tweeting out the final 3 picks that the Knicks received in the Ousmane Dieng trade. So it looks like we got 2023 protected first rounder via Detroit, 2023 protected first rounder via Washington, 2023 protected first rounder via Denver. So, this 2023 draft that does seem to might have some heavy hitters on it. It looks like we're going to be very much involved there. Maybe that's the glimmer of hope. Who knows?
Yeah.
Tanking.
Maybe that's the play. They punted for the better draft, and it seems like like you guys were saying, it seemed like Johnny Davis was gone. That maybe this was Plan B.
Yeah, that has to be it. I think that was it because they worked him out and everything, and it seemed everyone mocked him to the Knicks.
Yeah.
So it maybe that's their guy, but that also falls into like if that's your guy and it's only 1 pick away, why not try to jump Washington? Because that was always the fear. Like Washington got mocked. Johnny Davis got mocked to Washington a lot. So why not move up a spot or two, even if you got to give up a first or something? But if you think that's your guy, that's the other thinking too. Like, so I don't know.
So then which one of so then what did the Knicks flip to get Kemba to Detroit with Kemba?
It has to be one of those 3 picks, right? It has to be one of those picks, right? So they
I
gave
think
up.
it is one of those.
So they gave up their pick.
Okay.
They gave up
this year's pick to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to give up another first rounder in that deal to Charlotte. So, and it was a 2023. So it's either one of the picks that they got from that deal or
Yeah, I
could-
think it's
could-
one of the
could
picks
be
that
their own.
is involved in the 3 picks they got is involved in that Detroit.
One of those, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Or was it the 2 seconds? Wasn't it? What did the guy Spoon say, Alex? That there was 2 Knicks second round picks in that Durant trade, right?
Yeah, there was also 2 second round picks, and there was a. Let me pull that one back up. So it was a 2023 Denver first round pick, and the Knicks 2023 second round pick that was given up with the 2023 Utah second round pick, 2023 Dallas or Miami second round pick, whichever is most favorable, and a 2024 Knicks second round pick.
All right. Young Kobe in the chat says, breaking news, Knicks trading the 2023 pick for the 3023 pick.
So the Knicks, so out of the 3 picks that they got, that the Knicks traded to OKC for Ousmane Dieng, they trade the 2023 Denver first round pick. So they only come away with the 2023. They come away with 2023 Detroit and Washington pick from that deal.
Protected, right? It's probably lottery protected.
All
Or
right.
top 10 protected, something like that.
All of them are protected first round picks.
Okay.
We just don't know the protections yet.
All right. I'm going to take a quick. I'm going to step away for a hot second. Let me try to pull up somebody on the Discord. See if they want to do Death Strike on the Discord. Death Strike. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Death Strike going once. All right, no Death Strike on the Discord. All right, I'm going to take a quick second break, and then we'll come back. We'll do some giveaways, man. Send the people home happy tonight. We'll kick off our trivia when we get back, and while we still try to decipher what the hell is going on with these picks and the Knicks trade, man. So I'll step right away. Be right back.
Oh, this is life as a Knicks fan. Just you're just bound to get disappointed. Like the fact that we went into this being positive was probably a sign that something bad's gonna happen.
Right. Yeah, but like we were joking, but no one was expecting us to come out of this with nothing. You know,
Nothing, like literally nothing. Like a
Yeah,
trade down, I expected a trade
Right.
down at least, and like go to like the teams if a guy's not. But like to get like just to trade a first round pick to get rid of Kemba.
Yeah, and I'm all about getting assets to use for blobbity, 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 but we don't know what the protections are. And 2 of those 3 teams could be right back where they were at in the lottery, and we could potentially not have
And
those
get nothing.
picks. So, yeah, I don't know.
And
That's
I don't
a
know if
tough
those
one
picks
to follow.
convey to like second round picks the year after. I that's the thing is like how far
We
do
just
they
got the
go? Like,
protections. We just got the protections on them right now.
Oh,
The
yeah.
All right, what are
Washington,
they?
Top 14, Denver top 14, Detroit top 18.
So we got top 14. We don't have Denver, which is
So
top
we're
18.
out. There are no lottery picks for any of them, and then the Detroit pick is top 18.
What?
Yeah.
This gets
I mean,
worse.
but here, no. The
man.
only glimmer, the only slight piece of hope there is that they're all in the same draft, so that you can potentially put them together and move up.
I mean, you hope that. All right, so Detroit's top 18 and
Yeah.
Washington's top 14, right?
And then
So you
Denver
ha-
is top 14 as well.
But we traded Denver.
Oh yeah,
already.
yeah, my bad.
We
Yeah,
already
yeah,
traded
yeah.
Denver. So the last 2, you're hoping then Detroit. You're hoping Detroit is a playoff team next season, which is not going to happen.
No. Even if they're like battling a play in, like they're still, it's.
And then if you're looking at Washington, there's a slight chance they make the playoffs, but it's still nothing great enough where they're it's not to me, it doesn't seem like a high probability that they're conveying next year.
Grasping for
so
straws
I need to
here,
know.
fellas. We're grasping for straws.
Yeah, no, it really is grasping for straws. So-
we really are. CK. It's,
oh my God.
We're trying to find a glimmer of hope, but there's just, and like if we couldn't trade up this year in this draft, right? What makes you think next year is going to be easier when there's you got Scoot and all these guys, Whitehead from Duke, like you got all these dudes coming out next year, you know, Mari Bailey from UCLA kid. Like, what makes you think it's gonna be easy? It's not. It's gonna be harder, maybe.
It's gonna be worse.
Because now next year is blue franchise. This year obviously these guys are talented and could be franchise, but next year is like, they talking about Victor like he's like the next savior, like the next like LeBron type prospect. Like, so like, what makes you think it's gonna be easy to get in the top 4 next year? So like, what are we doing?
I think Leon and Wes were partying a little too hard last night, and I don't know.
The hope is that we're gonna have now. The hope is that you can trade 2, 3, maybe all 4, depending on next season. I doubt that it would be all 4, but you're gonna have 4 draft picks, right? Theoretically, if they all could, if the other 2 conveyed, you'll have 4 draft picks in the 2023. You got the Knicks, the Dallas, you got Detroit, and you got Washington. I mean, you could try to package that. I don't know what you're going to get, but
I don't know.
This is a tough sell. This is really a tough sell right now.
It's a real tough sell because you're not going to trade up next. You're going to be able to trade up next year to get a franchise level player. So what's the plan? That's the thing. There's no plan.
There is none. That's what I'm saying.
There is no plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the direction? So we're going to be stuck in the middle again. And then we're going to be in the same spot next year when we're on here next year doing this.
On a brighter note, Aaron Judge just hit a walk-off.
They came back. They down 3-0 beginning and then came back. That's nice.
On another brighter note, if you all look at CP's box, you can see that he's hanging out with Leon Rose and Worldwide West right now. So,
my, you couldn't do nothing else for us, CP. This man went over there and said, "We got him again." No, CP, we didn't get anybody.
Didn't get anyone. Like I really said, I did shows on this. Like, yo, we're gonna get this guy, and like to come away with nothing. Like all we have is the 42nd pick.
I want to know what we offered. I know we might not find out, and it might be he say, she say, but I really want to know what we actually offered for Ivy. I want to know. I'm really curious about that because something tells me that it was like they weren't. There was no real.
No, it wasn't like a fake offer. It was
right. Exactly. Yeah. I will give you this year the 11th.
Yeah,
pick. That's it. 11th and a second. How about that? Like it probably wasn't anything. Not to zoom in on the picture.
It couldn't have been a real offer that like
I mean, so.
Yes, it's Sacramento, but like it can't be that stupid. Like there to be like, yeah, we'll take the 11th pick and a future first or whatever, and let's make a deal. Like no.
And we found out later that Troy Weaver was wanting Jaden Ivey this entire time. So that means if he wanted him, then there was no chance. If we weren't going to get with Sacramento, there's no chance in hell that we were going to have an offer for Detroit unless it was, including, a bunch of firsts, maybe like a Randall or some crazy trade like that to get him because they wanted him in the first place. They wanted him and Durant and they got their wish. So, I don't know, man.
Detroit came away really good. Really good.
Hell yeah.
Really
Troy
good.
had a good draft for sure.
Troy had a really good draft.
Shout out to
they
Troy
got a big they needed, and they got Ivy, without even having to move up. That's a win. See, that's what I'm saying. Detroit was in a spot where they were stuck in the middle, like we mentioned before.
Yeah.
And they realized, okay, we can't just if we're gonna be stuck here and just get swept or winning 5 and losing 5, this doesn't do us any good. So let's just get rid of Blake Griffin and DeAndre and Drummond and all that. And let's just restart. And look what they're doing. Now they're back coming. Like they're in a better shape than us. Like they have a direction at least.
Yeah.
Right. They got their franchise player, and now they got Ivy and Durant. They got Sadiq Bey. They got pieces to build, like legit cornerstone pieces.
Yeah. You can even say that for the Magic too, right? Like
Magic too. Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Like
they got Paolo.
Suggs.
Yeah. Suggs,
to expand on the Detroit point, though, I mean, they were in a similar situation as us. They got Dwayne Casey, a coach that was just coming off of a potential championship team with the Toronto Raptors. So he's coming there hoping that they can, you know, make moves now to make them good. And then they decided on a decision to rebuild. That's the problem. Like, you know, they made that decision to the point that Chris is making, and it's worked out for him. You know, a few years later, he stuck with it, helped them with the defense, helped them improve. That, you know, I don't know if he's going to be there long term, but the point of the matter is they made that decision with him at the helm. And it feels like the Knicks are never going to do that because they're going to forever try and be that win now. And maybe we can get this guy, maybe we can get that guy, and we're just going to continue to strike out rather than do it ourselves. Because it's like there's no plan. There's no plan. We're sticking at the middle. We make a good move, and then we take 5 steps back. And this year, literally take a whole draft back.
They took a whole draft back. You just said a whole draft back. Like, it doesn't, like I said, there's no sense of direction. And like, I just don't get it. You don't get it.
And you could have been fine with it if the picks weren't so heavily protected, right?
It's super. It's essentially nothing. Like
they're heavily protected. We didn't get anyone this draft.
Like 11 to nothing. Like 11 to nothing. Like not even 11 to 19 or 11 to 20. I'm like, all right, that's a big drop, but all right, well, we still get a good play. Like, look at, there's still good players on the board. 11 to nothing just to get Kemba off the, like, I don't know, man. Like,
no,
did you hear about the protected pick, CP?
What Shams had reported, right?
You don't want to know, man.
Heavy.
They're heavily protected.
Heavy.
Want to know,
You don't even want to know. Like, it's so heavy that like it's not even worth like
heavily.
It's nothing. Like,
who reported, Shams or Woj? I'm just gonna retweet it.
So who was it, Jeff? Who that?
It was Shams.
It was Shams.
Top 14 for 2 out of 3, and then top 18.
Can't get up, man.
Really can't.
You know, the thing is that this front office, they're not selling the fans on anything solid right now. It's a combination of the coach and the front office. You're not selling the fan base on anything solid. We went 37-45 with a vet. You know, you played Alec Burks at your point for 90% of the season. You're running Fournier out there. Julius, like, you went 37-45 and had no clear answers as to, do we have a point guard in waiting and Quickly McBride? Can we play Julius and Obi together in spurts, longer spurts? Can we get Obi some more playing time? Like, yes, those guys had moments individually. Don't get me wrong. They had their shine, and they definitely, you saw improvements there. And you give Tibbs a little bit of credit there. But overall, like, this front office, they haven't been able to sell us on anything positive. Again, direction. It's easier to swallow. Yes, we know that they're in it for a star. We know that, right? And again, maybe they're punting again to try to get it. Hopefully it's not all in on a Brunson. You know, do one of these conditional picks go out for a Brogdon? Who knows? I still think that's a plan C for something cheaper. But it would be easier to accept punting on this draft if you had some sort of direction with the way this team was going, or if you had something to feel good about with the way this team was going. Not saying that you had to make the playoffs, but, you know, missing the playoffs with, okay, we got an extended look at we got an extended look at Quick. We see what McBride can do. We got Cam in there earlier. Like, we just don't have a sense of direction as to where this team is going. And so that's why it's a much harder pill to swallow when they punt on a draft like this, because you still like, what do we have? You know, you're trying to hold on to something solid, to something concrete on this team, and it's just not there right now. I don't know what Dolan is thinking, because if they go through another losing season like this and they can't catch a big fish in the next offseason, Leon and these guys are going to be on unemployment line, because the fan base is going to be a lot more boo birds. Tibbs will be out of here before they do. He'll be gone mid-season, and then they're next. Maybe they get a chance to get another coach in here. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe Dolan just goes scorched earth and tries to bring the next, hot ticket in here. So that's the problem. They haven't been able to sell us on anything positive to look forward to.
Patrick Baldwin. That's a good pick.
So they got some work to do, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. NBA draft watch along, Knicks draft watch party. Are we in the second round yet?
No, Golden State just took Patrick Baldwin Jr.
They have the patience to do it, man.
They let teams let Patrick Baldwin go to Golden State of all teams.
like
that's what I'm saying. The rich get richer. This guy was a top 5 consensus top 5 pick coming out.
Yeah.
Struggled a little bit because he went to play with his dad at Milwaukee, and it was him and just a bunch of dudes. It was like Johnny Davis but worse, 10 times. It's like him and a bunch of dudes at the YMCA. That's how bad it was. He had no space and no nothing. He had to do everything, so it kind of hurt his stock. But he goes to the Warriors if they keep the pick, because I know there was rumors they want to shed some salary because they got a bunch of guys they got to pay, and they over the luxury tax. But if they keep the pick, I mean. That's and they got Kuminga, Moody. They got last year. Guys, they didn't play Wiseman. Their second unit next year. Their second unit next year, if they stay put, man, their second unit is better than some teams' starting lineups.
Yeah,
it's crazy. That's a good pick if they keep him.
Crazy, man. They are built for another rebuild.
How you build a team.
Yeah, they built
That's
and
how
they
you
have
build a team.
Exactly.
They are built for another rebuild while winning championships.
That's how
it's crazy. They just know what they're doing. Jordan Poole. They got Jordan Poole around this time, a few years back. They just know what they're doing. That's the difference between them and us. Good organizations, no matter where they pick, they know how to get good players, know how to develop them.
Let's hear from more folks, and then we'll get to our giveaway. Book from Queens. Book, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling terrible, CP. You know how I'm feeling. We did the most viewers in this show's history. Best show. There's no team with a show this big and this awesome. And we all gathered for a funeral.
We cracked 6,000. We cracked 6,000
on. And we all wearing black because it's a funeral. Died today. You know what drives me nuts about this is that they half-stepped to the very definition of half-stepping. We draft well, and then we don't play them. We draft guys at the same position as a guy that is already there. And then we pay the guy that's already there so he can stick around sitting in Obi Toppin's seat. So now we have 2 choices. Waste Obi Toppin on the bench or waste him by giving him away and watch him average 18 and 11 for somebody else. But what really, really gets me, if this is all for Jalen Brunson, I apologize, CP, but I'm in pain right now.
Yeah.
Congrats to all your success.
Appreciate it.
We haven't talked in a little while.
Appreciate it, man.
Jalen Brunson, at 22 years old, had almost the exact same numbers that Emmanuel Quickley had last year. Why do we let Dallas grow their Jalen Brunson, and he's 2 inches shorter than Emmanuel Quickley? We're going to pay an undersized guy on a $25 million bet that Quickley can't turn into a sub all-star?
Yeah.
What really bugs me about that is that that's the kind of bet you make when you have a star that you go, Jalen Brunson will be the perfect fit. So we'll overpay him a little bit, or we'll take the hit on that because he fits with Giannis. He fits with Luka. We don't have Giannis and Luka. Why are we paying sub all-stars $20 million when they look pretty close to young guys that are going to be that in 2 or 3 years anyway?
It's fair. It's a fair point, Book. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
Thank you.
I hope it's, hang in there, man. I definitely hope it's not an all in for Brunson scenario. Like I said, I don't mind the guy, but it would only have to be at the right price. You can only hope that after Utah flames out again, all the spiders start getting agitated and trying to force his way out, and then do you I'm only looking at, some pie in the sky thing right now. I'm trying to sell myself on what all these conditional 2023 picks could do for us. I don't know.
I just want to know what, because the way I look at it, right, is that we traded a top 20, what was it, top 18, 19 Charlotte pick for Cam Reddish. So to the Hawks, a top protected pick got them off of a distressed asset, right? Someone that they didn't want to play, really, that they didn't see part of their future plan. So is that what these top protected picks can be? Like, I don't know what they'll convey in down the road, but you can't tell me that the Wizards are going to be out of the lottery next season. There's a slight chance, but there's no way you're going to tell me Detroit is going to be in the playoffs because it's a top 18 protected pick next year. There's no way you can sell me on that. So what is the value of those picks that they can get you something in return if you're trying to package all these in a deal? I want to know also what they convey down into, right? Because like we know about the Dallas picks that you get 2 shots at first rounders and then it conveys into 2 second rounders.
Mm-hmm.
So is that going to happen with these type of deals? If that's the case, what are we doing? Like, what is the plan? What is the actual plan?
Yeah. It's a good point. It's an excellent point. And Ty is going to Memphis, ladies and gentlemen.
Houston.
Is it? Oh, it's a trade.
Oh, he's getting traded there.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So Ty is going to H-Town. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Ty going to H-Town. All right. We're going to jump into the
Pick a pick for Memphis.
Into the trivia. Yeah, that was sick to my stomach. I'm watching all these stories. If you guys are watching and you guys are on Instagram, man, tag us in your stories of you watching the show. If you guys are watching the show on the big screen at home, tag us on your IG stories and we'll repost you. Tag us at KnicksFanTV on Instagram. I want to shout out my creative team on the set tonight. That's part of the reason we had 6,000 strong, man. We redecorated the house. The layout is looking crispy. Shout out to Kemba. Shout out to Daniel, Jared, and the creative team for helping put this thing together, man. The set looks crispy. We got Daniel producing, super producer right now. So great job by the creative squad, man. Great job by our panel. Jeff, Chris, Al, CK, great job by you guys, man. If you want to get that out before we wrap up for the night. But we gotta get the people some wins tonight. People felt like they're not really winning tonight. So we're gonna get the people some wins. Let's start it off with our trivia contest. And Daniel, when we get ready to kick off the trivia, we're gonna start. The first question we're gonna start with is start with file number 59. And then the answer is number 60. So obviously we don't want to put 60 up first, but we want to start with number 59. Daniel, just hit me on the Slack and let me know when you're ready to go. And he's ready to go. So here's the first question, ladies and gentlemen. All of these father and son pairs have played for the Knicks, except, is it A, Henry and Mike Bibby? Is it B, Ernie and Kiki Vandeweghe? Is it C, Willie and Shandon Anderson, or is it D, Alfred and Allie McGuire? I'm giving away a $50 NBA store gift card on this one to the person that gets it right. Where's my trivia music at? Daniel, you beat me to it, man. I didn't even get to my trivia music. All right, here we go. Oof. All of these father and son pairs played for the Knicks, except A, Henry and Mike Bibby, B, Ernie and Kiki Vandeweghe, or C, Willie and Shandon Anderson, or D, Alfred and Allie McGuire. The answer is, flip the answer, Daniel. C, Willie and Shandon Anderson. Willie and Shandon Anderson, man. All right, let's go back to the main screen, Daniel, and see who won. $50 NBA store gift card, courtesy of KnicksFanTV.com. Willie and Shandon Anderson. It's a good thing that Shandon Anderson's pops didn't play for the Knicks, because Shandon Anderson was one of the worst Knicks to ever throw on the orange and blue uniform. It's a great thing. TM, let me know who won, man. We got a lot of responses in there. A lot of responses. So we'll sift through that, see who's taking home the prize. And Sam, you're on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic when you when you get a chance.
Hey, what's up?
How you feeling, man?
So let me tell you what my prediction was for this draft. It was either all in for Ivy or we trade out. We ended up trading out, but not in the way that I wanted to. I saw the 2023s and I got a little excited. I was like, okay, wait, that was what my plan was. I was like, all right, they're going to get these 2023 draft picks and they're going to trade up. And I saw these damn protections on them. And then to find out that we had to give one away to get rid of Kemba.
Yeah.
The one that was probably going to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not happy about that because what I thought was going to happen was either we go in all in for Ivy, or we trade out, and then we have a season of just talent evaluation. We actually get to see these young kids play minutes. That is the only thing that I'm banking on for this season now.
Yeah.
And it's infuriating. Now I'm hoping that these third-year player, Obi and IQ, I'm hoping they make this season worthwhile. Because right now this is looking very sad. And the name that I'm hearing is Jalen. I don't care about Brunson. I really don't. I know he's good. I know he got all that, but I really don't care. This entire season, we've been saying give the keys to IQ, right? And everyone knows I'm a huge IQ supporter. I think he's that guy. But if we're going to get Brunson, now what happens to IQ? Now you're just helping Tibbs out play another vet above him. Now there's no evaluation of our young talent, or at least try to get them trade value so you can actually move up in next year's draft, which is stronger, which is why I wanted to trade out into 2023, but not with these protections. So yes, I am sort of mad. I don't like how this is going down. Friggin' Brunson. Brunson is the name? Come on now.
Hopefully not, Sam, but I definitely understand the frustration, man. Definitely understand the frustration. Shout out to Ab Lab Studios. $10 super chat says, do we get Bryce McGowan's in the second round?
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Any Bryce McGowan fans on the panel right now?
That's
my guy. He's a bucket. He's a bucket.
Length, combo guard. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna pick him at 40. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with it, but yeah, it's a little exciting. It has me a little bit looking forward to something in the second round. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Bryce McGowan. That guy is a bucket. He looked, he for everything he was dealt with this past season. I think he did a really good job with it. He looked good in his workouts. I like him a lot, so that's what I'm looking for the Knicks to get.
Any other or anybody was going to jump into McGowan's?
I like. Chris, you go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to throw another name out there that might be around at 42, and I know I spoke about him on Alex's podcast. Ryan Rollins out of Toledo.
Yeah. Ryan Rollins. Yeah.
If he is somehow there, that would be nice.
Yeah. Rollins, McGowan's, Hardy. I mean,
Hardy's still out there.
I know it's the 42nd pick, and it's, not a lot of fans are probably excited right now, especially with how everything's going, but they can still get someone. Kennedy Chandler is a point guard that
Chandler, elite speed with the ball.
Yeah, he's small, but he don't play small. He don't play like he's 5'11. He plays like he plays a lot bigger than that. So he's a good passer too. So there's still some Vince Williams I like too. Like there's still some guys that they could get, but obviously it's a lot of people disappointed, but still can come away with something positive if they keep the pick.
Yeah, hope so, man. Any other notable picks? Any other notable picks that have been made that you guys like so far?
I like what San Antonio did, man.
Yeah.
They got Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley.
They got all three of those guys.
Yeah, in the first round. Very, very nice pickups.
Those all seem like San Antonio players,
Exactly. Yeah. They just feel like,
yeah.
All right. Pacers coming up at 31.
So I just got Jake Fisher just reported the entire breakdown of the Knicks picks that they received. So we know so we got the 2023 first round from Detroit, that's 1 through 18, protected through 2024, which is 1 through 13,
And then 2025, 1 through 18 in 2023, protected through 2024, then 1 through 13 in 2025, 1 to 11 in 2026, 1 to 9 in 2027. That's just for Detroit. Now for Washington, 1 through 14 for 2023. For 2024, it's 1 through 12, 1 through 10 in 2025, 1 through 8 in 2026. And then Denver doesn't really matter, but protected 1 through 14 through in 2023 and 2025. And then the Knicks, according to Zach Lowe, also got the Bucks 2025 first round pick from the Pistons deal with Milwaukee that landed Jeremy Grant in Portland.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's a lot to unpack.
It's a lot to unpack.
All right, let's look at it here. 2023 first rounder from Detroit, 1 through 18 protected through 2024. And he says, if the 2023 Detroit first doesn't convey in 2027, it becomes the Detroit second rounder. It's 1 through 13 protected in 25, 1 through 11 in 26. The 2023 first was okay from the Wizards, 1 through, yeah, this is crazy. 1 through 12 in 2024, 1 through 10, 2025. 2023 first from Denver is protected 1 through 14. All right. Looks Jeff, you don't look too impressed.
I mean, it's, listen, I don't know. I keep trying to find something. You just have to hope that there's either some player that they're targeting with a bigger move. But I agree with a lot of the callers that have called in tonight. I mean, if this salary shedding is being done primarily with the focus on Jalen Brunson, I mean, just a lot of eggs to put in one basket that I don't know how productive it's gonna be in the grand scheme of things. So, I will say this for a lot of the people that have called in tonight, voicing frustrations about tanking and, oh, we were 1 pick away from this person and or that person. Since Scott Perry has been here, they've said very consistently since day one that we're never going to do that. I mean, clearly for RJ, they did on some level. But through Tibbs, Scott, Leon, that's always seemed like something that they were at least publicly never going to embrace, that we're not going to deliberately lose games or tailor lineups that are going to give us less of an advantage when it comes to winning. So if that's going to be our organizational focus, then we kind of have to deal with it, on some level and hope that the basketball gods bless us with a 16th pick instead of a 8 or 6 or somebody in the 23 or hopefully 42 tonight. We just got to hit on one of these.
Got to hit, man. Got to hit. Let me refresh on the super chats. Yeah, you're right. They were never going to tank.
Nah, yeah. It was.
They were never going to tank. 007 Angelo. So let's get this right. Leon's big plan is to make a big move when he's out the door. 5-year contract for Leon. Don't forget that. What a failure. 007 Leon. Not too pleased. Who just went off the board? Andrew Nebhard just went off the board to the Pacers.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, it's a good pick. He had a good combine too. Like he definitely rose up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Del Wilt says, let's not forget about the first round pick we gave up for Cam, who never played and is going to walk because he's up to get paid and we have no cap space. Well, no, they don't have to pay Cam right this second.
Yeah, not yet.
And two, they would have the cap space to sign him if they want because they would have his bird rights.
That's bird rights, yeah.
So, but I don't think they're going to keep him, though.
That was our best draft pick all year.
Yeah, that was like, I guess that was it at the end of the day. It was Cam Reddish, and he didn't play.
He didn't even play, too. Yeah.
He did not play.
Right, I know.
Yeah. Let's hear from Dan from North Carolina. Dan, how you feeling? Let's get some optimism in here. Dan, how you feeling?
I'm feeling, upset like everybody else, but at the same time, I'm feeling calm. Because I feel that they have a plan. So, I don't think it's for Brunson. And I think it's more for DeJounte Murray because the Spurs were wanting multiple first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have it to give to them. And I'm just hoping that's what it is.
How does a guy like DeJounte Murray keep coming up in trade rumors, though? I'm asking, I haven't seen one person named Woj, Shams, Fisher, anybody talk about that this guy's available, unless I haven't seen it. I don't understand why the San Antonio Spurs were one of the most well-run organizations of all time. They botched the whole Kawhi thing, but it happens. They have an all-star point guard.
What?
They just look like they had an all-star draft. Why would they trade him when they're
They announced it at the end that that's what they were looking for. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why. Maybe it's because they don't want to pay him, but they did draft a bunch of guards. Maybe that was just to replace what he was going to get because maybe he's not what they were looking at for the future.
I can't. I think that's your wishful thinking.
Yeah, I think that's
so.
I don't think he's in their future plans. He's just a young stud point guard.
He's like 25. Yeah,
well. There was reported by Bleacher Report by Jake Fisher that the Hawks and Spurs had discussed trade sending about John Collins and DeJounte Murray for a Drew Holiday package.
Yeah.
I don't know how John Collins is in that conversation for DeJounte Murray. CK, you doing all right over there?
Whatever.
Hey, look, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Anything is possible.
I mean, if they're looking for a Drew Holiday package, there's certainly the assets. Once again, I just don't know how valuable all the assets are to go get DeJounte Murray.
Right. Right. All right. So here's Tim Bontemps taking a stab at summarizing this trade.
It's like the
as if we didn't need more.
Trying to figure out all these.
Everyone's trying to figure it out.
So,
waiting on my graphic.
Who can word it the best for everyone to understand? That's just the game at this point.
I want my graphic.
All right, so okay. So here's Tim Bontemps. He says they traded 11 to OKC. OKC traded 3 firsts to the Knicks. These are the 3 conditionals. The Knicks then trade the 23 Denver conditional, 4 seconds to Charlotte for the 13th pick. They then trade the 13th pick and Kemba to Detroit from Milwaukee's 2025 first round pick.
God, it just gets worse.
They then trade 11 Kemba. This doesn't make sense. 4 seconds and get 3 first. Okay, I got it. I get what they say now. So essentially, he's saying it all sums up to they traded number 11 Kemba and 4 seconds, and they got 3 future first round picks, which is the Detroit conditional, the Washington one, and the Milwaukee Bucks. I guess that's what makes sense now. Do we have some more clarity on this?
Yeah, but I don't like it. I like being in the dark.
All right, so there it is. So, I mean, technically, because people were asking me what was the premium pick that they traded Kemp for Detroit. I mean, technically, according to this, it's a 13th pick. to get back Milwaukee Bucks 2025 first round pick.
2025 first rounder. Think about that.
I'm okay. No, thank you.
Just let that sink in for
Who's
all
in the
that.
2025 draft?
Oh,
We got
man.
Bronny.
Is that Bronny's draft?
That's Bronny's
Is Bronny
draft.
24 or 25?
What, Cayenne Anthony is
Cayenne,
that-
yeah.
Hey, all right, now okay, now I'm in. There we go.
Check your mic volume.
Now I'm in.
CK, check your mic volume, real quick.
Too loud?
No, it was low.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, it's good now. It's good now.
My fault.
So yeah, that's what it looks like. It came out to. Okay. All right. Shout out Kenny. Yeah, you're right. Shout out Kenny Williams. $20 super chat says we need Leon Rose in an interrogation room. We might be on an unemployment line quite soon if he doesn't.
Might be.
He just might be. I don't know how much more patience Dolan's gonna have. Dan from Jersey back for more. Dan, what's going on?
That silence that I gave you, CP, was a prophecy from the universe.
Okay.
That foretold our fate tonight.
Mm.
It was a prophecy, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. We didn't do nothing. I understand. We want picks. Okay. Why not move up a little to get Johnny Bryant? I mean, what's it cost you to move up like 1 or 2 spots? But you know what? I get it. They don't want to invest in that late lottery talent. Yeah. Leon's allergic to the late lottery, apparently. I guess he needs to be at 8 or like 25. He can't be anywhere in between. So, hey, I guess they're just gonna operate where they're comfortable. But you know what? I'm not necessarily hitting the panic button just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned though. I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't concerned. It's like the lack of, like, everybody wants to come in here and say it, like the lack of direction in this front office is telling right now. What are we gonna do with Julius Randle? How are we gonna get Obi activated? What are we doing with all these vets that are gonna get minutes from Thomas Thibodeau? Thomas Thibodeau, the coach that will not play young players. Tom Thibodeau, the coach that was most likely the reason why they didn't bother taking AJ Griffin at 11 because they knew he wasn't going to play him. You know, it's we need consistency, man. We can't just, like, don't give me Brunson when you have all these rumors about Ivy. Don't give me a consolation prize. Whatever you do it and do it like with your foot, like pedal to the metal, bro. Because I'm tired of these like halfway promises. Just try another swing when you get the next chance. That's all I ask.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Christian Coloco goes to the Raptors, man. Christian Coloco to the Raptors. Felt like a lot of fans were intrigued by this prospect.
Yeah, he's got size. Yeah, he can move too, block shots.
Raptors was looking for a big man.
Is he raw? I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, he's raw, but he's got some talent.
Raptors were looking for a
decent big man draft if you think about it.
Yeah,
you know, Mark Williams, Duren, Coloco.
I feel like big in wings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Raptors, they have a bunch of guys that are like have crazy wingspan, so he fits right in.
Yep,
fits right in perfectly.
Okay.
All right, there that is. Okay, let's take a few more. Let's go to Jose in Tampa. Jose, how you feeling, man?
Oh man, finally. I was like listening to the show, and a couple times I wanted to throw my phone into the wall.
Yeah.
But I made it. Just listening to what people are saying.
Yeah.
You know, when Leon took over, he said 2 things. He said he was gonna build through the draft a winning team, and targeting. He would say something. He would target free agents. He has done none of those things. Basically, you know what you target who? Like Kemba Walker? That's not a target.
Yeah.
You target French guy. You
40,
know,
40,
target.
40.
You know, when you hear the headlines of somebody's being targeted, these are the stars. These are the players, the big fish, and we have not targeted anybody. And with the draft, we just keep accumulating role players type of our draft positions is for role players. We wanted Jaden Ivey. I wanted Jaden Ivey. I thought he was a big fish. We had all this draft capital. Let it roll. Roll the dice. No.
Yeah.
No, he's just not doing the job.
Yeah. It's been a frustrating
45
process, man. It's been a frustrating process, Jose. I definitely appreciate it, man. Ty from BK. Ty, jump in.
CP, I'm glad I'm on the phone because I was listening to y'all on the break, baby, and y'all called it on. I'm going to be quick and I'll just say the 3 problems with the Knicks.
Okay.
Number one, their scouting is horrible. They called it out a long time ago. If we could get good scouts to get good players in and train and groom our players just like Golden State did, we would be admirable. But I'm going to tell you, I'm surprised y'all not seeing it.
Hold on, though.
They get those picks.
Hold on, but which plays don't you like?
Because they're going to bring in Brunson, and then they're going to fish for another star. Stars follow stars. So don't in the game they only care about sitting seats, filling up those seats, and that's what they're doing. They're going to bring in Brunson, then they're going to get rid of Julius next year, and then get all these first-round picks and all that other stuff, bringing another player to play with Brunson, and the Garden's going to be packed like it always is. Win, lose, or draw, we still Knicks fans, and we love them. And thank you for taking my call.
All right. I disagree with everything that you just said.
Yep.
Shout out to Ty, but like what? Like now they're not scouting well. I mean,
yeah, that's not the problem.
That's not the problem.
No.
That's definitely not the problem.
Not the problem, Ty. And stars follow star. Brunson ain't a star. I don't think anybody following Brunson here, man. Hopefully he helps us win games if he comes here, but nobody's help. Nobody's following him here. I like Brunson. He's very scrappy. He's tough. I like he's always in attack mode. He's like a little pit bull. I like him. But I think Ty was just on a rush. I think he had to get back to work, and he was just trying to. He was frustrated. He was trying to just get back off a break. But the scouting is not the problem. They
just got to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just got to play them.
Scouting's half the battle.
Half the battle, man. All right, who else we got in here? Give me some good stuff. Norman Bates, Uptown Harlem World. Let's go.
Yeah. What's up, man? That's good.
Good, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. You on the
yeah.
mic?
My bad, man. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, the problem right now, man, CP, is the Knicks. They always say they're gonna develop the young. They did it with Fizz. Fizz came in. He said, "I'm gonna develop the young, and I'm gonna do this and do that." Then Fizz did Tibbs did the same thing Fizz did before he got fired. Fizz was playing some of the vets. He wouldn't play Kevin Knox at all. And some of the other vets, that season went completely. This one, Tibbs' fault is not playing the point guard. And we still trying to figure out if we got a point guard. All he had to do last year was just play the point guard, play Deuce McBride, and you would have found out easy if you got a point guard or not. And we still asking the question, we don't have a point guard. We need a point guard. All because Fizz didn't want to play IQ or
Tibbs.
Fizz
feels that they're long gone. Yeah. I hear.
Hello?
You. Yeah, we hear, man. No, we were just just correcting you on the coach, man. But no, I got your point. We should have been evaluating these guys a lot longer. Like I said, especially once you and Ari is right, especially once you were mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, the whole thing should have been flipped. Yeah, and these guys should have been evaluated a lot longer. It should have been the focus. They weren't able to pair off some of these vet contracts at the deadline. You figure they were going to pivot at that point. They still were trying to push for the playoffs. They weren't a good team. There's a lot of things they did not handle this season properly at all. They didn't handle this season properly at all, man. All right, so we have the 36th pick. What's the next pick at 42? we'll wrap things up. I think we got our points across and hammering it home. Hammer this front office. or are we on Kai Soto watch?
I can't believe that was a thing.
Kai Soto. Do we need to wait for Kai Soto?
I can't believe that was actually a real thing.
Yeah, that was real. It was not a meme.
Yeah.
Got Max Christie just went to the Lakers, I think.
Good pick for them.
Max Christie to the Lakers.
He was a guy that I know, CP, I know you talked to Derek Murray too, but I remember Derek told me that Max was a guy that he felt was not getting the love that he should be getting in this draft.
Yeah, and we'll have we'll get Derek and Raphael on this Sunday for a debrief, talk about some of the winners and losers of the draft. Talk about the Knicks losing. But yeah, Max Christie to the Lakers. Lakers just got this pick today.
Yeah, they need shooting. They need shooting.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Max Christie, he had an up and down season. He was like another highly touted guy, and people thought he was going to go higher. But Lakers need shooting, and he definitely fits. So that's a good pick for LA.
Yeah.
Yep.
My guy Baby Yoda Waffles in the chats at KFTV production on Cybertron levels tonight. Yeah, man. We stepped it up a notch. This is what we do, man. We got great panel, excellent graphics, excellent production. All right, here comes Mark Tatum. Blazers pick. Oh, this is a trade with the Pistons. Oh, Ty's back, man. Ty from BK in the chat now says, I'm glad you called me out. He's the one that said we got no scouts. He said, I'm glad you called me out. I could be wrong, but the Knicks just don't run this organization like they should. I mean, that's a separate issue. That I think that's what Seth from BK was speaking on. But I mean, as far as scouting, I think where they've picked, I think they've picked up some solid talent, some solid role plays at the picks that they have had. It's just, how do you put the rest of the pieces of the puzzle together? And that they haven't done well just yet. So we got Bryce McGowan still on the floor. You got Ryan Rollins still there.
Still some good players, man.
Justin Minott
still there.
Yeah.
Kendall Brown. Some names, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got still some solid players.
Yeah.
You could definitely take a shot, at 42. If a guy that has that high upside, that's usually where you take your shot, second round.
Like Ryan Rollins, or Jaden Hart. I mean, Jaden Hardy's still there. I can't believe
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I can't believe.
What do you guys think that is?
He's dropping like Sharif Cooper did last year.
Yeah, it's very Sharif like.
Very similar. Yep.
Very Sharif.
I the thing is and I'm sure because I know Chris and I talked a little bit about this before. I know people are going to be worried about the inefficient shooting numbers, but
yes,
G League Ignite did not use him. I think how he's been accustomed. Dyson ran the point. They had Jaden working in a more off-ball kind of situation. And, was his shot selection questionable? For sure at times. And, his decision-making was rough here and there. He's also 19 years old. But this guy has incredible talent with handle, getting to the rim, finishing through contact, playmaking.
Range, too. He's got range, the shooting improved towards like the beginning of it. He struggled, but towards the end, the shooting did get better. So, but maybe the inefficiency of people are just really worried about that, and him not being a crazy athlete. I don't know. I don't get how he's this, at 37, he's still on the board. That's crazy to me.
Did JD Davison get picked up?
He's another one. Yeah, he's another one who dropped significantly. Like he went from during the season, people talking about lottery, even top 10
lottery.
Yeah, top 10 I heard, and then he just, he kind of fell off and throughout the the combine and all that. He undrafted. I've seen people have him in the 70s, on their board, and so he's definitely someone. But that's someone you could think about, undrafted. He'll get picked up real quick.
JD Davison.
He's athletic too. He's
Yeah,
super.
he
He's
is.
super bouncy.
He
He's
is.
super bouncy.
Another guy that I could I mean he could go undrafted too, but I know he worked out with the Knicks. And he's technically a local guy. Seton Hall's Jared Rhoden.
Jaden Hardy just went to Sacramento.
Oh, really?
Sacramento. And he was in the green room.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Guy was in the green room the whole time.
Wow.
I forgot. He was a late invite.
Yeah, I think there's someone else in the green room that I know they have some people that stay in the stand. I remember
The
Giannis,
rafters,
when,
yeah,
when Giannis was in the rafter, like with the
Uh-huh.
fans. Like I remember that. That was like a famous like photo. Like how did they let that happen? But
Poor kid, man.
Yeah.
Hey, waited.
Hey, they got a
3.5
nice
hours.
guard rotation, Sacramento potentially.
Yeah,
They got a
that's
fast.
Three
Yeah,
and a half
maybe,
hours to get his name called. Finally.
They might be finally doing something right.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Murray works out with them.
Yeah.
Hardy.
Those are the two top 10 guys for me, on my boards. So, and they got the second one in the second round. So, I mean, Sacramento, not bad. Not bad.
That's a good draft for Sacramento, right?
Yeah. They got one of the most efficient players in the draft in Keegan Murray. And then you get someone that's an upside play.
Very dynamic.
Yeah, and he's dynamic. And, you add him with Fox, and even if Fox, they wound up trying to trade him because his contract, Hardy could be that a cheaper version.
Jaden Hardy going to Sacktown. Mike Brown tabbed as the guy. Can he get it done? 16-year playoff drought for the Sacramento Queens, as Shaq would call them.
And he owns a piece of them.
They haven't been relevant since he used to call them the Sacramento Queens.
And now he owns a piece of them.
And now he owns a piece of them.
Don't call them the Queens no more.
Yeah,
No.
Right.
Spurs is gonna break my heart right now.
Eventually, the Sacramento Kings got to make the playoffs, right? Eventually, can't be bad forever.
Gotta be hard in the West, man.
It's hard, but they have pieces. Like it's there. Davion Mitchell, now they got Jaden Hardy, Fox. They got the pieces to do something. So it gives teams hope. Like I know, like we're down, but it's like it can't happen. Like it can happen.
All right, here we go. Okay, people they're saying Hardy's getting traded to Dallas, so he's going to Dallas. Okay. Kennedy Chandler.
Like the
Going
Spurs.
to the Spurs.
They got an A draft.
But they are picking up man guards, though. My man,
guards.
Wait a minute. We might have to apologize about the DeJounte Murray thing. Man. Hold on.
Right now.
Hold on.
I'm glad that you guys brought that back up. So what if the Knicks did end up with DeJounte Murray?
Don't play with my emotions.
Oh, I'm just asking. Fantastic. I come back on here. Leon, great pickup, great move. Hey, I mean, but we might have to bring that guy back on here, man.
Yeah, I know we gotta apologize to him.
They got Josh Primo last year. They have now they have Kennedy Chandler this year.
They probably get rid of Keldon Johnson. I could see that happening. Them trying to move him.
Or is this another trade?
It could be another trade. It could be.
Let me see.
Yeah,
I got my volume on mute. That's why I can't. I'm not listening to nothing right now.
He get traded too. He looks like he's wearing a Grizzlies hat.
Memphis.
Yeah. He got traded. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Memphis. All right, false alarm.
I'm confused.
All right,
yeah. That makes sense.
Confirmed.
Yeah, DeJounte safe.
He's staying.
Terrible take. No, I'm just kidding.
DeJounte, he's back at 10.
That might be insurance if they lose Tyus.
They're right.
Tyus is gone. I think Tyus is gone.
I think
Tyus wants to be a starter. Tyus wants to be a starter, so he's
Tyus,
gone.
what you doing, man? What's up, man? When Jalen Brunson don't work out, how you feeling, man?
That's a cheaper. I kind of like that option better than paying Jalen. It's a lot cheaper. I think he had like the greatest assist to turnover ratio in like NBA history. Like it was crazy. Like I forgot the exact.
Oh wow,
yeah. I think it was something like it was crazy. I forgot the exact number, but I'll try to look it up. But he's a smart player.
Speaking of that, his brother in San Antonio, we were talking about all those guards. Trey over there in San Antonio.
Trey, yeah.
Shout out to DJ Edsy, 10 pounds super chat. Salute to everybody over there in the UK. He says stranger things have happened, but maybe the future first Scott we got via trade could be used to offload more salary. No, you don't want to do that. You definitely, especially when Burks and Noel and Rose roll off the books after next season. You don't want to just keep attaching draft capital unless you're confident that you're gonna get Brunson or But that to me that would be kind of wild. If you're going to have to keep attaching draft capital to these guys for, again, nominal gains. If you're doing it for a bigger fish, a Kyrie dream scenario, okay, sure, but not to keep doing that to try to get Brunson in here. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Throw your cities in the chat. We got DJ Edsy tapping in, sending us some pounds. He's over in the UK. Throw your cities in the chat. Throw your flags in the chat. Let us know where you guys are repping. And we'll shout you guys out. A couple more picks to go before the Knicks second round pick. On the Discord, let's go to Jan in DC. Jan, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How you feeling?
Yeah.
That's as rapid fire as it comes, man.
Just real quick, it just feels like the front office is peddling hope at this point. Like, it doesn't feel like there's like a real direction. It just feels like they're accumulating assets to like keep your powder dry. But that was what they were doing like 2 off seasons ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing it. So I think everyone's getting restless. I mean, I'm getting restless.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think they are they looked at it, and if Davis was their true target, maybe they said, look, after Davis, no more role players. We got a ton of kids that need to still be evaluated. Let's keep accumulating assets and sit and wait as we stargaze. And that would have been fine if they would have prioritized the last season better. To me, you got to add a last season with 37-45 record and still no clue if you have a point guard and waiting on the team, what Obi's official role is going to be on the team, how he can coexist with Julius Randle, or do one of them get moved. Like, they wasted a lot of time last year. A lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue to me is like, and I don't mean to piggyback off of Ari's point, but like 2 off seasons ago when they just decided to run it back with all the same free agents and we have these team-friendly deals, but then it turns out like to get rid of Kyrie, who's like $9 million, you can throw that into a deal. They're giving up 4 second-round picks and swapping a first, and like if they have to do that to get rid of him, how much are they going to use to get rid of Noel?
That's what I'm saying.
Like any of these other expiring deals. So like it doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence that they're going to be able to get off all this money to pay Jalen Brunson. And I'm not mad at him. He's a fine player, but it's a baby step. And the I don't know, I feel like the fans wanted like more.
Yeah,
I mean we expect more at this point. Just because
no question,
we've been waiting for 3 years now.
Yeah.
But
all facts.
Anyway, thanks guys.
Thanks, bro.
Great show.
Appreciate it, man.
All facts, man. And the frustration is understandable for sure. 10-425 on the Discord. You're gonna be up next, waiting on the Knicks second round pick. And then we'll wind this thing down.
Well, we'll have more clarity next week, right? A week from today is for opening a free agency. So
yeah,
we'll see what the Knicks what direction they want to move in then, whether it's going all in on Brunson or maybe there's another move that the Knicks front office is holding close to their chest, because that's how they've operated in the past.
True.
I don't think anyone saw doing this type of trade happening today. So maybe they got something else to surprise us next week.
Right.
No. Yeah, this wasn't even like, you didn't even hear anything about like possibility, like what they did today. Like that wasn't even, I didn't hear any of that, any of that.
Did Jovic get picked?
Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah, he went to Miami. I think 27.
Does he fit the culture down there?
The culture, man. That word.
There it is,
Bryce
Bryce
McGowan's, man.
to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
No,
Just the
Yeah,
deal or something.
man.
Fits in with Jalen Daniels, man. They got a lot of long wings.
Yeah.
Slashers.
He's a.
I was like,
And
at
they're
least I
probably
got
that means they're
something to
probably
watch
gonna
in
trade
summer league.
Beasley. They'll probably trade Malik Beasley
Ooh,
and,
right.
then they'll put McGowan's right into his spot.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to seeing him at summer league, bro.
Okay. How many more picks we got? Are we next?
That's tough.
Two
Yeah,
more.
what number is this?
It's
40.
number
They're 40 right now, so we got 3 more
Okay.
picks. 2 more picks. Man, that was someone I wanted at 42.
Me too, man. I was praying. That's why I was so quiet.
Yeah.
I was like, please
Bryce
drop.
McGowan's, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kendall Brown now.
Yeah, I had him top 20. I don't know how he dropped this far down. I think efficiency, people were about fish. I think, he was he had no one. He's another guy. He had
That's
no
what
one
I'm
with him.
saying.
He
Right.
had no one with him. So I don't know. I don't get some of that logic. Like they just look at the numbers and they're like, oh no, he's not efficient. But it's like, who is he playing with?
Yep.
Like, and he's on a really bad team, and he just literally carried them. And it's, I don't know.
Shout out to Benny Thikara, $5 super chats. It's the only guy getting minutes was Ivy. If we would have gotten him, we missed out. Number 11 was not cracking the rotation. Knicks got 3 first rounders in the clip. I'm sensing a trade.
Hope so.
But we'll see. We'll see how what those conditionals will be worth.
LaMelo and Bryce are in Charlotte. I guess he got traded. CK, are you good? Leave me alone, bro.
So wait, McGowan just going to Charlotte.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That is so. I'm never watching the Hornets game again, bro.
Everyone you like is on the Hornets.
Oh my gosh, man.
See what other super chats we got in here. Daniel Bloom. Crazy thing is we still don't have cap space for Brunson. After these moves, this better be something bigger like Beal, not Brunson. Sean from New Jersey. Can the chat with some disgruntled point guards and Knicks can go after? Kenny Williams, appreciate the super chat. 77 Angelo. Okay, here comes the Pelicans. EJ Liddell.
It's a
good pickup.
Yeah.
EJ Liddell goes to the Pelicans.
He's like a 7-foot wingspan. The Pelicans adding length.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
really
some length
strong.
there, man.
Really strong too.
Yeah, he's strong too. Yeah, he blocks a lot of chase down blocks too.
Yeah. Mid range and can step out, hit the three.
Yeah, and he could pass a little bit too. That's Pelicans. Solid draft.
Yeah,
because they got Dyson, right? Did they get anybody else in the first round or
Dyson? Let me check. I think it was it, right? I think that's Dyson.
I think that was it.
Yep.
Yeah, Dyson and EJ Liddell had our first round grade on.
just
Top
give me
25.
Ryan? Just give me Ryan Rollins.
We got to get somewhere, right?
Here we go.
Somewhere.
Ryan Rollins.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Kai Soto. If we did that, we'd have to
Please
run the
don't,
stream
man.
for another 24 hours, man. Philippines got to get in here with the
man.
reactions, man.
Kendall Brown, bring me Kendall Brown.
Kendall Brown, yeah.
That's, Tibbs will love him defensively. Bring me Kendall Brown.
Yeah.
Let's hear what Woj said about the trade. Because this is Leon's mouthpiece.
Top trade.
Wow, he's really on this Brunson stuff.
Yo.
He really paused for
So
emphasis, like he was
Brunson
really
is
saying
fine.
something, bro.
Yeah.
For Jalen Brunson.
I turned the volume up to hear Woj saying they're making a heavy push for Jalen Brunson in free agency.
And
Oh, I mean, look, again, I don't, I'm not against the guy, but now we're hyping the guy up, or the hype is now
Yep.
like the guy's a star.
Yeah. It's gonna set him up to fail too.
That's what I was just gonna say.
It's
That's
just gonna set him up to
dangerous,
fail.
man.
This is
It's
setting him up to
dangerous.
fail.
It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Because he's a really good player.
Yeah.
But obviously he's not, going to be that much of a, game changer for us. But they're just setting up to fail. This is all it does. And
Question.
expectations are going to be through the roof for him because he's going to get a $90+ million contract, and you're expecting him to be 20-8, and
I don't get it. So who's running 5 in summer league? I mean, it'll be Deuce, Grimes,
Sims, Trevor
Sims at the
Keels,
5.
Duke. Okay, all right.
Trevor Keels.
Okay.
Trevor Keels in the mix gets drafted by the Knicks at 42. Trevor Keels.
He had his best game at the Garden against Kentucky.
Yeah, first game of the season.
First game of the season. Yeah, everyone was like, "Yo, he's top 5. He's top 5."
Everybody said that.
Yeah, because he went against Ty, and Ty didn't have a great game. But
Trevor Keels. Okay,
They got him listed as a forward at 6'4".
He could play the wing. He played a lot off ball.
Did
so
he?
he can move it. He's a
got
bulldog though.
Yeah, I knew that.
I don't like the Bane comp because he can't shoot like Bane at all,
bro.
Right.
So I don't
this
like.
guy was knocking down no shots at Duke, man.
Yeah, like he's built like Bane, but he can't shoot like Bane at all. So I don't get the comp to that. But he is tough. He improved that shooter, but he ain't the shooter like Bane at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I definitely watched Duke's run, and I didn't really see him being like some type of knockdown shooter.
Yeah, and even lost minutes to a Roach at Duke who came back. But solid at this point, definitely solid.
31% from 3, 11 and 2 for Duke.
Yeah,
1 steal.
Definitely not a Bane shooter at all.
Yeah, not a Bane shooter at all.
I believe he's one of the youngest players in this draft as well. Lou Dort body type, I mean, it's certainly not a bad pick. It's just we don't really know how it's going to fit with everything that we haven't been able to really get a handle on what direction and what things were going on tonight. But I'm interested to see. First off, I don't even know, is he even are we going to trade this later? Is he actually going to be on the roster? So
knows.
There's talent there for sure.
Yeah.
Him and Deuce going at it for that spot, that could
that's
be.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that'll be because they're very similar size. I think
that's
both
what I'm saying.
6'4", so that'll be interesting. To see that in camp.
Interesting. All right, so there it is.
That's the pick. We came away with Trevor Keels.
Came away with Trevor Keels after a month of research. Plug it away.
After all that. Trevor
It
Keels,
was Trevor
man.
Keels all along.
All them shows I did, all for Trevor Keels, man.
All for Trevor.
All that research, all the draft guides I went in. Trevor Keels, man. That's what we came out.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, just to wrap this up, the Knicks punted on this draft. Punted on this draft.
That's a good
for draft capital and again, the goal is to clear cap space for Jalen Brunson. There it is, folks. Yeah. This is I don't know. This is for the first time. Like I said, I give these front office, I give them time. I stay patient until they give me reason not to be. I feel like I'm getting there, man. I feel like I'm getting closer to hitting the panic button on Leon and company. I defended them. They gave me the CAA label for a reason. I defended them all year last year for the most part. I didn't like everything that they were doing. I wanted more young kids playing. I wanted some of these vets traded. I wanted them to pivot after the trade deadline and after they were eliminated from the playoffs. But right now, I don't know. Just not a good sign, man. Last words, man. Chris, last words.
Like I said, it's a tough day, but I appreciate you having me on for year two. This was definitely a lot of fun. Wish it would have went differently for our team, but like I said, I appreciate you for having me on, man. Definitely a lot of fun.
No problem, man. Let the people know where they can find you, man.
Yeah. So you can find me Off the Ball Pod. That's my podcast. Try to do shows weekly. Do a lot of draft stuff. Gonna have a lot of recaps coming up. Check out my network, Off the Ball Network. We got a lot of stuff going on there. Check out offtheballnetwork.com for all your, got a lot of stuff going on there. So like I said, appreciate you having me on again, CP.
Thanks a lot, man. Jeff, last words.
Honor and a pleasure to be on the panel with all you guys. I guess part of my last words are also the Warriors just got Ryan Rollins. So
oh no, really?
The rich.
They got a first
get
round.
richer.
Oh, that's not even fair.
But like I said, great to be on covering this draft for sure. You guys can find me on Twitter, just ranting and raving about the Knicks. Jeff_boy_RD. I write for the awesome website that is KnicksFanTV.com, as well as Daily Knicks. And that's pretty much it.
So, and you dropped your Twitter handle?
Oh, yeah. Jeff_boy_RD.
There you go. And that's Jeff with a G.
Yes.
Jeff with a G. Jeoff.
No, Geoff.
Yeah.
With a G. J-E.
Like the Toys R Us giraffe.
It's that time.
Remember back that far.
Copy. CK.
And you know what it is, man. I'm really glad to get the invite. Have fun today, even though it did not go the way that we were all expecting. But nonetheless, we'll see how this all develops as the offseason comes about. You guys know the vibes. You find me everywhere at CK2K. But more importantly, make sure you subscribe. We had record-making numbers today. I hope all y'all people that came through and ate all our food and sat on our couch, make sure you hit that subscribe and that like button. I hope that's what y'all did, all right? Because we got a lot more coming here on KnicksFanTV. So appreciate y'all, man. Good show.
And Al.
It's a pleasure to be with all you guys and talk draft, to watch, even though, as Chris said, it didn't go the way we wanted. Still had fun doing it.
Yes.
Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to Knicks Nation for tuning in with us. We broke over 5K.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's
amazing.
6.
We broke 6. We broke
yep.
6K for the draft.
Yeah.
Y'all want to tune in and hang out with us. That's amazing. So thank you.
Yeah,
Knicks Nation.
that's
Thanks to
awesome.
all the mods. You know what it is. You can find me obviously here. You can find me over at KnicksFanTV.com. You can check out the podcast, Knicks Chats, etc. all over the place, but you'll catch me over here as always.
All right, man. And Daniel, just hit the solo screen real quick as we sign out for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, man, thanks for tuning in. We had a great show. Lousy outcome, obviously, as we sit here waiting for the Knicks to do something. Well, we did get Trevor Keels in the second round. So welcome to New York, Trevor. Can't wait to attend the press conference. Trevor Keels. We thought it was Jaden Ivey. It turned out to be Trevor Keels. So that's just another story in Knicks land. But remember, these shows are available in audio podcast format, so never have a reason to miss it. If you miss it on video, you could always catch it on audio podcast format, all the major podcast platforms. Check us out at KnicksFanTV.com, man. There's Jeff, Alex. We got a ton of great writers there. We're continuing to build out the digital landscape. So, definitely check out KnicksFanTV.com. Remember that the show is presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, enter promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. And on your way out, man, just hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button for you boys, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys Sunday night as we wrap this whole thing up, man. Peace.